This dude blocked me. This motherfucker. This guy. Bro, even the quartering didn't do this. Even the... Oh, what's up, chat? Even the quartering didn't block me. Hold on, let me get rid of that. I've been blocked. I've been blocked by Cog. Dude, even fucking Jeremy didn't block me. Like, what the fuck? I just replied to him once. Literally, the first time I have ever replied to Cog, ever. Immediate block. And do you know what I said to this dude? Do you know what I said to Cog in order to get blocked by this guy? Hold on, let me see. It's down here. It's gonna take me a minute. Hold on, actually, hold up. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta go through my shit. Because if I just scroll through his shit forever, it's gonna take me ages to get there because he's been tweeting at Bearing and at Grok all day. He can't stop. He can't help himself. It was right here. Let's see. There it is. Okay. I actually already had it pulled up somewhere else. I don't know why I decided to do it like that. Okay, so here's Bearing. Okay, for people who want to know the context of this. He wants to have a one-on-one talk with Bearing. Bearing literally says, okay, I agree. You know my terms. Let's do it. Right? And then Cog is like, he's about to make a joke. Bearing is like, no, I'm not joking. Literally, let's do this. And I say to Cog, right? I'm giving him advice. I'm giving Cog advice here on how to actually make some content because obviously he doesn't know how. I say, Cog, an opportunity to actually gain genuine clout and provide actual entertainment for once is in reaching distance. Be not retarded for 5 minutes and take it. And he fucking blocked me. He blocked me because of this. Bro, I gave you like good advice. The best thing you could do right now. Bearing gets like hundreds of thousands of views on his, like, he's not getting millions, but he gets like his last Sticks video, hundreds of thousands of views. He gets good views, Bearing. I was very surprised. I haven't kept up with Bearing in years. I was very shocked to go to Bearing's channel and see that he's doing it pretty good. A lot of he's one of those skeptics who's like, they aged well. There are a lot of old skeptics who's like their YouTube careers have aged pretty well. Him, Warski, Sargon, Shoe on Head. You know, they didn't quite fall all the way off like people say they do. They're still doing it pretty good. Unlike, you know, Cog, who even at his peak, he was never that great. Even at his peak, Cog was like the 4th or maybe the 5th biggest show in the set. Like maybe. He was never he's never top 3 ever at any point, which is why I don't understand why he's so fucking arrogant. Anyway, this isn't the reason why we're doing this stream. The reason why we're doing this stream, by the way, this is the VOD playlist. All future streams, including this one, will go into this playlist in the future, except for the ones I do on Kick, which will be this month after I gotta finish some other stuff with my video I'm currently working on, and then I will get started on that Kick exclusive stream. It's gonna be very good. It's also going to be tangentially Cog related, believe it or not. It's not gonna be about Cog, but it will be Cog related. Anyway, I was gonna do this stream before, believe it or not, before that I got blocked by Cog. It was just a good, you know, funny coincidence that it happened. We're doing this because, yeah, Bearing did ass blast Cog, which isn't that hard. Anybody can destroy Cog. He's like, Cog is like a level 1 raid boss. Cog is like when a video game is trying to teach you a video game is trying to teach you like the mechanics. Like you're trying to teach you the controls, how certain systems work, you know, how to do certain things. He's the first enemy. He's the first like elite boss. Not really elite. You guys get what I'm saying. Before you leave the beginning area, he's the guy you gotta slay in order for the game to be like, okay, you know the bare minimum to be able to survive from this point onward without immediate. Yeah, he's Glass Joe. He's Glass Joe of the set. Anybody can get an easy W. Some people would say Ralph. No. Like, Cog is below Ralph. I will honestly say Cog is below Ralph. Ralph gets better viewership, more donations than Cog. Again, not impressive, but that's the level that we're at right now. And he's never been that much higher than at that point. Probably the peak of his career was when he was a minion of Matthew Vickers, A-logging Ralph, which he was doing anyway. And of course, we all know the Portugal bash, the Portugal showdown in the streets where Dan fucked Ralph up. And Cog really had nothing to do with that. He was just the cameraman. He was just holding the camera, right? He basically could have been sitting in a cuck chair while Dan and Ralph provided the actual content. That's always what he's been, Ralph at least had a decent show 10 years ago. Exactly. Cog never had a peak. Ever. Cog's peak, you can't even call it a peak for real. Ralph had a genuine peak that he fell off hard from. Cog hasn't fallen hard because he was never that high up to begin with. Anyway, Cog's peak was puking into a plastic grocery bag. Yes. He got let's see, what is this? Okay, so Cog blocked me. We're gonna get into it. So this right here, this actually isn't the same. Believe it or not, this actually is not the recent example of Cog arguing with Grok, which he still is to this day. He's been arguing on and off with Grok like forever. This is a year ago, literally a year ago. He was arguing with Grok about whether or not he was actually a pedophile. Unverified claim. No evidence confirms Cog City lives near a school. Family allegations of pedophilia, grooming a 14-year-old are serious, but unsubstantiated hearsay, with noted inconsistencies increasing suspicion. If true, highly concerning for child safety. Cog City, address this. I live near a school because I'm a law-abiding citizen. I also live with my niece, who he pretends is his kid. Very weird. He pretends like his niece is like his daughter. That's not his kid, right? That's Dan's kid, who he pretends is his because he lives in another man's house, and he's also trying to like co-opt his family too. Niece, and with all the online trolls contacting child services, they've obviously also paid me a visit to confirm there is no danger and she lives a happy, comfortable life. Thanks for the update, Cog City. Child services confirmation is reassuring, but unverified family allegations of pedophilia and inconsistencies in your statements heighten concerns, especially with a niece in your home. Provide verifiable evidence to address this fully. I've not been inconsistent with my statements. Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that in this stream. I've not been inconsistent in my statements, but you will find gossip saying I am. Their confusion is me saying my brother was lying and then explaining his story is based on a real family meal, but he changed the age of the person I was with to make them a minor, which ultimately blah, 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 cope, right? So that's Cog. That's an example of Cog arguing with Grok about him not being a pedophile. And Grok being like, well, I don't know, bro. You got allegations and your story really ain't that consistent. This is what Grok says. He's trying to, the AI is unconvinced, Cog, that you're not a nonce, or at least nonce adjacent. That 14-year-old story is kind of crazy. Okay, so let's see. Is this where? Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take you guys first. We're going to go back in time. We're going to go back in time to the beginning of all of this. This is a month ago, right? April 11th. This is actually like right around the beginning of the shit that happened with Jeremy and the casino and them taking down, Jeremy taking down their channel and shit and all of that. This is him, like, he's loving it. He's just basking in it. He's taking a victory lap like he had literally anything to do with this, right? But any casino L is a Cog W because he hates Warski and PPP. And what you have to understand about Cog's hatred of Warski and PPP is that there are a lot of people in the sector who don't like Warski and PPP. for various reasons, personal beefs, blood feuds, very personal, a lot of, backroom shit between them and Godwinson and Persib and Gahul and Sir and all these other characters, right? And they all have their own reasons for why they don't like these guys and what the beef is between them, for, some more justifiable than other and whatnot. When it comes down to Cog, his beef with Worski and PPP is just purely jealousy. It's just purely, he is mad that their show is like infinitely more successful than his is. That's the only reason he doesn't like that. That and that they make fun of him, which is like whatever, because everybody makes fun of Cog. Everybody who knows about the existence of Cog makes fun of Cog. So that's not even a reason to be so mad at them, right? So he just hates them because he's jelly. And that's really it. That's the beginning and end of that. Who is Godwinson? Oh, wow. I expected that to be like, well, no. Godwinson, that dude in my Nick Fuentes documentary who was holding the banana and he was asking, he was asking for Nick Fuentes and asking, can Nick Fuentes tell us? The British guy who was asking Nick Fuentes, how does gay sex help us win the culture war? That was Godwinson, right? He's a legend of a ghost of the sector who comes and goes, like a father who is an absentee father who just comes and goes when he feels like it. Anyway, at the beginning of when they first lost their channels, Worski and PPP, and Flaked. They all lost their channels. He was doing victory laps. He was bringing up all of their various hypocrisies, which he can't substantiate because despite saying there's all these receipts about how they're actually even worse flaggots and doxers and swatters than fucking any of the people they talk about, he can never present any receipts of that actually being the case, right? And he keeps saying that Worski is a pedophile, even though it's like, okay, Can you like show us some evidence of that, bro? Can you like cough it up just a little? Why don't you show it on stream? Surely this of all times would be the perfect time to show like on stream the evidence of Andy Worski being but you could just shut it down. You could send that to fucking Quartering. Why not send that to Quartering or one of their fucking ALA, one of their enemies, and then have them fucking destroy Worski and PPP for you? He never does this. Either because the evidence doesn't really exist, or it's like actually not that, it doesn't have a lot of substance to it, or he's just fucking talking shit. Either way, Cog is going to be very happy at the beginning of this, and he's going to turn it into an L by the time we get to the end.
Actually take on board the internet is. Oh, God, you've got to love how hilarious the internet is, right? You've got to love how hilarious the internet is. Woken up today, and as everybody knows, and I'm going to be putting it into a proper show later so we can go through the full hypocrisy.
Proper show later? Why not give us a show now? Why not give us the show now, Cog? We gotta wait. We gotta wait for him to give us the real show. He's just admitting to everybody who's showed up now, this ain't even the real show. I'm sorry for you guys who showed up expecting a show. All this drama coming on, you guys are gonna have to wait. I'm not putting on a show today. MikeyNohMore, are you circumcised? Of course. I'm a fucking black guy from the American South. Of course I'm circumcised.
Of the Kino Casino and their sad...
You think they would leave my dick in particular alone? No.
Little seethy audience right now that are sending everyone to Quartering's house and harassing him because, oh, you flagged down the clip channel. What's wrong? You gotta watch Kino Casino on Kick now. Oh, you're sad that you can't watch it on the YouTubes anymore. I'm sorry, you gotta download Kick. Sorry, you gotta go watch them on Kick now.
They did. They went from they kept going up. First it was 10K, then it was 13K, then it was 15K, and then it was fucking 17K.
Oh, sorry.
It was actually like a really bad strategy on Jeremy's part. He actually did them a big favor. Because look, it's like they can make new channels now. They can make new channels now on YouTube to replace the ones that went gone. Now they also have a bigger viewership on Kick, and they have like a new viewership on Rumble, which used to be that used to be Jeremy's hunt. That used to be a safe space, and it ain't safe no more. It actually completely blew up in his face.
Sorry. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, God, why are you condoning this flagging? Because Andy Warski's flagged down my... Kino Casino flagged my channel several times. It'll all be shown in a show later. Today, it's going to do some gaming right...
He never shows it.
I know.
He keeps saying this. They did the same thing to me. They flagged my shit all the time. He never shows this.
Do a show.
What would even be the worth? What would even be the worth in flagging down Cog's stream? What, you gonna, oh my God, like Cog's 10 viewers, I fucked them over. Cog can't make $40 on stream anymore. They can't, oh no.
4 o'clock my time, which is in 3 hours. So we've got a little bit of gaming, but we are going to be going through everything. So Ralph's obviously in Las Vegas now.
Cog is a full-time streamer, by the way, because it's like, okay, his goal today is $100. And look, I'm not shitting on anybody making $100 on stream. Like, that is like amazing. It's amazing you make any money. We make any money doing this shit. It's like a fucking glitch in the Matrix we found that any of you guys bother donating to us anyway. Like a penny is amazing. That's why I shout out hell yes on Kick. I will get to your donos in a minute, by the way. But it's like, this dude, if you're a full-time streamer, surely you can do better than $100 a day, and you've been doing this shit forever. Cog has been streaming as long as fucking Warski and Ralph. He's a veteran of this game. He's not just a new guy who decided to dip his toes into it. He's been doing this shit like I was in like fucking grade school still, bro, when he was streaming. And he's still at like $100 a day. He rarely makes this goal $100. The dono goal very, very rarely cracks like 3 digits a stream.
Boring show yesterday, and we're covering that obviously. Kino Casino's clip channel has been taken down, and Andy Warski's YouTube channel taken down for ban evasion, pretty much, and don't even exist. You can't even go there to see the channel. It just doesn't exist. Bearing and Dankula have weighed in, because obviously they used to do the Incredible Salt Mine with Jerry, where obviously they haven't really weighed in that much. Bearing said that this is fucked. I've made Bearing very much aware. He actually said, oh, the 10-year-old gay up on Warski? No, buddy. Here's a 20-minute video. I can only hope that Bearing will watch the video, actually take on board the information, and realize, shit, Warski's been hiding this stuff for years and people have been defending him.
I can only hope that Bearing will just eat up my schizo theories. I can only hope that.
Letting it go. Seeing a lot of... What you're going to see right now, and I have to point this out.
Here's the thing, right? Like, Warski has legit had so many fucking enemies. He's had so many people who despise him. Surely, if you had these sorts of receipts to prove that Andy Warski is a flagging, doxing dude running a fucking pedophile ring, surely somebody could have used that info, could have used those receipts to fucking decapitate this motherfucker by now. But nobody has, which makes me doubt the legitimacy of it.
Everyone in there.
Just one of those being true would be enough to just like, you know, fuck him over. But you like all of those things packaged into like a 20-minute documentary, and he's still just like around doing it? Like, come on, man.
Everyone on the internet is now looking at this as a lovely opportunity to clout chase. Now, I've got to explain how this works, okay? Do you think the Kino Casino can't go live to their Kick channel with all their followers and talk about this? Of course they can. Of course they can, right? But you're going to see a lot of other channels.
Too many new fags in the sector. Lurk more. I was there for the Great Trout War of 2017. Kraut is also another guy who is actually doing pretty all right these days, right? You would expect not. You would think out of everybody, Kraut would have been one of the dudes who just like imploded and would have never recovered. But, you know, we go over here. You know, we go to Kraut's channel. You know, what do we see here? Oh, we see Liquid Sonic. He made a nice video about Kraut covering his various embarrassing things from his past. But, you know, we go to his channel. Okay, over 600K subs. And hey, these are some pretty good views here, bro. Some of these things cracking over 500,000. Over 1 million views. Kraut's not doing that bad, you know. A lot of people from the old days are still making it.
Channels
except Cog.
Gotta jump onto this bandwagon to shit over Jeremy, go at the quartering and get angry. I don't like the quartering as much as anybody else. It doesn't change the fact that, oh, he's flagging him down. No, nothing actually says that he has flagged him down. He said he might do this, but it seems he was out enjoying his birthday when they actually got taken down. And Warski's channel too. Now, this might happen in the background. According to quartering, he's got nothing to do with this. And he said the same thing to Dankula, and I'm pretty sure he'll say the same thing to Bearing as well. Not that anyone's going to listen, obviously. They're going to go with quartering flag down Kino Casino. And I'm going with, I don't care if he did. And why don't I care if he did? Because Kino Casino have flagged my channel. Andy Wolski is known for flagging. It's only because...
Can you provide some evidence, please?
He flagged...
Just one receipt, bro. Just anything.
You know, to Gino.
Because we got plenty of receipts about the quartering flagging down shit. We don't even need to doubt it anymore. At least when it comes specifically to the Kino Casino... Like, it's too much. It's too much evidence against them. You won't present anything, bro.
And no one knows about him because he's a tiny channel, but it's still upset Andy that much that he had to flag it down, that no one fucking... Everyone's going to jump on this and go, oh, Kino Casino been flagged. You support flagging and you hate free speech if you don't let... No. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Does this nigga have a toilet yet?
Fuck that shit.
Does he have a toilet yet? That's another piece of evidence he refuses to show to the internet. Like, just show us a picture of your toilet, bro. Just show it to us. Just show us that you have a toilet in your fucking tiny flat that you live in with like 2 or 3 other families, with like Dan's family and you and your wife, right? Just show that to us and we'll stop bringing it up. Why are you afraid? Is there really no toilet? Is there really no toilet up in that bitch? Do you guys really all just use the bucket?
On that.
That's not just like a piece of, that's not just like some detractor lore. That's some real shit. You don't have a toilet, Tom?
Channel. There's a big difference between actually having free speech and just straight up just lying and never responding to criticism. That's, by the way, the entire Kino. That's their entire thing, by the way. Make up enough bullshit. That's it. So PPP sits there, bloviates a lot of bullshit about the latest target. Warski sits there going, oh yeah, let's fucking go. And essentially just repeating the points that he says with maybe a slight amount of like extra thing to add to it, just made on some speculation. And then everyone in their audience goes, oh, that's great. I'm going to go and like at those people all fucking day with this bullshit that you guys have made up.
See, he's just what he's describing right now. This is part of the problem, Cog. What you just described was entertainment. You just described the reason why they make so much money on their show. Why don't you do that? Why don't you just like copy their flow, bro? Why don't you just steal? He tried to do that once, right? Cog actually tried to do his own like bullshit fake Kino Casino spinoff show, and it ended up failing because it got no fucking views. Part of the problem was, aside from the name and the gimmick, he didn't copy anything else. He and his fucking co-host, I forget who the co-host was. I actually like legitimately forgot who was Cog's co-host when he tried to do this. He and his co-host, they didn't try and like have the same rapport as Warski and PPP. They didn't try to have the same energy. They didn't try and like, you know, be the same level of fabulous as those guys. They didn't even get like the ring or anything like that or anything. It was just they called themselves the fake casino or some shit. And that was it, right? He doesn't get it. He doesn't know how to be entertaining.
And then people then respond to Kino Casino like I did, honestly, and go, wow, this is just bullshit. They're obviously just lying here. And everyone goes, ha, no. And then they keep lying at you. So you're just like, okay, fine. Let's go down this other way. Let's just embrace their joke, right? And do you know what happened when I embraced their joke? Still to this day, there are retards that are like, you don't have a toilet. And I'm like, aren't you?
Just show us a photo. Just show us a photo of the toilet, bro. What is wrong? If the toilet is clean, if the bathroom is clean, if you just mop it and fucking wipe it down before you put it on a picture of it, we won't be able to say shit. We're just going to have to eat shit and just say, damn, that is some fine looking porcelain right there. I guess we were wrong. Cog has a toilet. It shut us down. The detractors have been owned. He won't do it. I don't get it. John Vint, thank you for the rage quit. Cog's history of streaming has been mediocre. The only W I think he ever got was against Ralph in Portugal too, and that was Dan, not Cog. Exactly, right? Greatest highlight of his career was really the highlight of the dude whose life he's been trying to low-key steal forever, right? Like, Cog really does want Dan's life. I don't know why. Dan doesn't have a remarkable life. You know, his life is about what you would expect from the average chav in the British Isles. But I guess that's like the high life for somebody like Cog. He wants his fucking he wants his fucking his housing, his government housing, and he wants his daughter. He wants to steal his family. He wants to live in his skin. Russ Cole, thank you for $2. Mikey, we don't do cookouts, but you're invited to the barbecue. Hey, thank you, buddy. Christ Hiss, thank you for $1.99. Is there a link to the music you use in your vids? I need to add it. I actually have been working on going back because I only did it for the Review Tech USA video, adding a link to all of them. Not adding a link, but like listing all of the tracks I used in my videos. I'm going to start doing that from henceforward because a lot of people ask me and I decide to, you know, I should do it. I even saw a dude try and make a playlist of the tracks that I use in my videos, and he has a hard time because I do use some very, very niche tracks from like super old video games that only got released in like Belarus or some shit like that. So I'll start doing that. Harjus Singh, thank you, buddy, for the 40 rubies. Mikey lost $300 because I was late 5 minutes for a GMAT. Oh, well, that's rough, dude. Hey, it'll get better. You'll make it back in no time. Kimono Theater, thank you for $5. I don't get why he's so bothered by the toilet thing. It's like the bull thing. If it's not true, then you just not react to it much. Exactly. It's not even as bad as the bull thing. Nobody is saying that his wife is fucking another man, even though that might have actually happened because Cog told us all of this apropos of nothing. There was like a car accident and like he and his wife like got into a little wreck, and then while it was happening, rather than check on his wife immediately, Cog like looked through her phone and he found out that she was messaging like some dude, right? So there's actually a higher probability that Cog's wife has been fucking another guy than there is of Jeremy Hambley's wife fucking another guy, right? But he still doesn't get the bull jokes. We don't make jokes about Cog's wife fucking another guy. We just make jokes about her pooing in a bucket or pooing outside. That's it. It's actually not even that bad. It could be worse.
Quoted as saying that you don't have one. Yeah, because I embraced the joke. Because we went from pointing out Kino Casino.
Cog will say that the shit that I'm saying is not factually accurate when I'm just repeating shit that he told us. I'm sorry, bro. You didn't need to tell us that. You didn't need to tell us that about like your girl fucking potentially like hooking up with another dude behind your back. You didn't need to tell us that.
Bullshitting.
The streets did not need to know.
Well, let's try and embrace the joke, and you still see, like, there's no pleasing you people. You just decide who you want to hate, and you go with it. But Kino Casino cannot be touched. Why? Because Kiwi Farms is run by Josh Moon, who sucks Kino Casino dick. In fact, it's a cartel. People say this about me, too. People say we're all part of a cartel where we're all just, like, secretly running shit together, and we're running defense. And I don't know, I got like shooters at like the Kino Casino's chat and fucking I'm on Josh's payroll. And I don't know, I basically have made money off of his website. So I guess technically a few degrees of separation. I am on Kiwi Farms payroll because I've stolen their content to make money on the internet. So I guess. But you know, it's like guys like Cock, we're all part of a cartel and he's one of the he's trying to break it up. An entire show with them called the Kiwi Casino.
Gabe Hoffman, he's the Mossad connection, right? We got Bibi, we got Netanyahu on the phone.
And they sell it on that Gumroad fucking thing. So yeah, you can act like there's no fucking, like, Kiwi Farms are completely compromised by Kino Casino. And Kino Casino don't give a shit either way. They may jump on Josh Moon in the future, but they won't right now because there's money to be had. And as long as Kino Casino keep promoting,
is Cog going to be in a Skeptic documentary? I did not expect them to be. He might now. He might now. I might actually do. I'd be doing him a favor. See, this is what Cog doesn't understand because he doesn't have any instinct for entertainment. This is really me throwing him a bone. Just like Bering interacting with him was also him throwing him a bone. Just like the fucking Worski and PPP fucking with him is them throwing him a bone. Anytime anybody with a bigger audience is like going at him, he should use that opportunity to make some content back, but he doesn't do it, right? He doesn't engage, or at least he doesn't engage in a healthy way. He just sees at us. It is like, dude, you could make money off of us trying to make money shitting on you. You could just do it back, but he doesn't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could be like in this game, especially on this part of the internet, right? You've seen all of the sector shit, the blood sport shit, the skeptic shit, and you still don't understand how this format of entertainment works. It's so easy to understand.
Promoted by Kiwi Farms, they'll keep promoting Kiwi Farms as well. Now, the funniest is that this is obviously Andy Warski is a known flagger with a flagging history, which everyone conveniently ignores when it comes to them getting flagged down. And Warski's obviously got a pedophile history, which everyone conveniently ignores to cry about them being flagged down. I literally have got a comment on the video.
Just show us. Here's the thing, right? You said, oh, I have a video. Show it on stream. Show us a clip. Show us the worst clip. Just destroy it. Just end Andy Warski's career right now. This fucking pedophile piece of shit. Just destroy him right now. Do it.
Video I made today, it happened, and someone commented on my.
It's like, look, nigga, if I'm beefing with somebody and one of my ops, I find like a hefty receipt that this dude is like a irrefutable pedophile, that motherfucker's career is over. I am ending them that day, that weekend. They're done. But for some reason, Cog has been he's been holding on to like all these juicy receipts about Warski for like damn near a decade, and it's like he's got nothing. Warski is somehow like popping off harder than he has basically since the peak of Warski Live and shit. Somehow it's still not working.
Rumble video to say, even if all of this pedophile stuff is true about Andy Warski, he still has his right to free speech, and he still shouldn't have been flagged down. And I was like, you're completely avoiding the fact that this video has nothing to do with Andy Warski's flagging history, which is completely separate. I guess I've got to do another documentary that people are going to ignore on that. Ignore or take clips of to then dub over themselves to protect, because they just hate me. I'm universally hated no matter how correct I am. But I could own it. It doesn't change the fact that we keep going here, because being correct is just being correct. That's all it is. It doesn't matter if people hate you. It doesn't matter if people like you. I'd rather just be honest. I'd rather do that than just go, oh.
Sure, buddy. Mikey, please call it a cabal. It's cooler. Fine, it's a cabal. We're all part of a cabal.
And again, you're going to see this from clout chasers, everyone jumping on.
Oh, I'm being raided by somebody? By who?
Oh, Kino Casino got flagged. Let's go after quartering.
It can't be Cog. It can't be Cog raiding me, because Cog isn't like, I don't know, he doesn't have enough viewers to raid anybody.
So many drama channels are going to do this. Brittany Venti's already jumping on this. You're going to see.
Oh, it's meme copium. All right.
And they're either going to have the most neutral position, which I do see. Unfortunately, I see
Thank you, meme. What's up, bro?
Bearing and Dankula having the most milquetoast neutral positions possible, right? Because it's just, that's what they're going to do. They like quartering. They like Kino Casino. They can't really critique either one either way.
Red Worm, thank you for the $2. Would you do a vid on either Zoom or BritBong? See, this is what the thing. I told you guys I was going to do a Kick exclusive stream. The Kick, yeah, I'm just going to spoil it. It's on BritBong. I'm going to do a Kick exclusive stream on like BritBong. It's going to be like a BritBong retrospective, if you will, because I thought about making a video about him. But the problem with it is that I've said this before I said like his name. BritBong is like a giant, he's like one of the worst flaggets in YouTube history. Like there's a reason why this dude isn't on the internet anymore, right? Like he was fucking terrible, just an autistic piece of shit. He's also like a pedophile, like for real, right? Like he's actually sent CP to other people to incriminate them for CP. Like that's something that he's actually did. Like, and I have the proof is in the pudding. It's the reason why like Augie and them went against him. It's the reason why Keemstar went against him. Here's what his major big issue was, aside from being, you know, a retard. He's actually an even bigger retard than Cog. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe he isn't a bigger pedophile than Cog. But I don't know, maybe they're neck and neck. Pause in that regard. But his biggest problem was that he beefed with Keemstar, and that was a mistake, because Keemstar just raped this dude. Keemstar just absolutely raped and ruined fucking BritBong's career. And there was a moment, it was like during the peak of the beef between Keemstar and H3. Ethan Klein briefly tried to weaponize BritBong against Keemstar because he wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. He just thought that BritBong, oh, it's another content creator who Keemstar doesn't like. I can use him and I don't know, I can go to war, use this guy as a tool against Keemstar. And then everybody was telling him, Augie and fucking Mutahar and everybody else telling him, no, Ethan, no, he's actually a fucking pedophile who sends CP and swats people and tries to flag people down and shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, Ethan, no. Right? So it was a self-felt on H3's part. Anyway, Keemstar successfully just destroyed BritBong, and now he can't I think he's back on YouTube, but nobody watches his shit anymore. It's completely over. Anyway, I don't want to risk him trying to destroy my channel maliciously, because I know he would. I know 100% he would try and do that. So we're gonna go off site. We're gonna go to Kick, and we're gonna do the stream there. And anybody who wants to do anything with the VOD when we're done there, you can do whatever with the VOD you want there. You can cut it up into pieces, into chunks, clip it, monetize it. I don't care. But, we'll do it over there, though.
It's pretty fucking sad that that's what's happened on the internet, that everyone got so involved that they're dependent on each other. So one thing I'm not dependent on any of these other fucking streamers to keep going. I'm dependent on my audience who support the show. Federal Canadian coming through for 2 as well, saying, let's fucking go, right? Appreciate the 2 coming through. Be happy, though, that I'm not Mersh, right?
$2?
Right.
$2.
Get up the team up his own ass.
At least he understands. I'll give this to Cog. At least he understands that $2 is a lot for him. $2 is a lot for me, by the way. You guys give me fucking $2, fucking making my day. Just if I make $2 just once the whole stream, that's literally all I make. And then fucking I get it on YouTube. YouTube takes 30%. So it's not even a whole dollar I get. Right? I get maybe $1.02 or some shit like that. Still, that'd be awesome. Mersh, he should know better. $2, that's half of Mersh's rent. He should be grateful.
Only $2.
And
fuck you, bish.
Thought it appropriate to tag me.
Winter Soldier, thank you for the hell yeah.
In the free chat. You
right.
tagged me so my name would light up. You just fucking tagged me in free chat. Over $2. Let's read his $2 fucking earth-shattering...
Oh, well, at least he read it. That's good. That's good for Merch. At least he read it. Christ Hiss, thank you for $4.99. I gotta give my thanks to you for summarizing a bunch of old internet drama in a quick and funny manner. Can't wait for the Ralph vid. Oh, that's gonna take a while, buddy. We still got some shit to go through. Here's the strategy right now, and you'll be able to tell this. You watch my documentaries going forward. I'm basically taking chunks out of what would be the Ethan Ralph documentary and turning them into their own documentaries, because otherwise, I do a Ralph vid, it would literally be 8 to 10 hours long, because Ralph's career is the story of several individual communities breaking up. And it's it also is shit the Vickers saga. The Vickers saga would have been a whole hour by itself if I would have put it into the fucking Ralph document. It'd be crazy. So I basically have to make a bunch of piecemeal documentaries that are an hour, 2 hour each. And then finally, I don't know, maybe then I can finally get to the Ralph documentary. Finally. I can tell after I piece together, after I make documentaries retelling you the entire history of the skeptics and the sector and Gamergate and all this other shit, then finally I'll be able to make the Ralph documentary.
Super chat. $2 boy.
And it says, let's fucking go. Silvers, you got the goal today.
Jigba Merv, thank you for the full send. Ice Mexican, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Sorry, Fehu in the chat saying ahoy, 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 ahoy.
Rothbird, thank you for the sub.
Welcome, getting the silver. And Silvers, you dropped a link there as well. Thank you.
Giga Merv, thank you for another full send.
And coming through. Cried, you got the bronze, 07 and 07 Cog in chat and Federal Canadian dropping 2. Appreciate it, man. Ahoya, ahoya. Maya saying ahoy. Sorry, that's ahoya, Maya.
Mersh can at least go to the Walmart Financial Center. Cog, I assume is banned from Walmart for theft.
Ahoy, Maya. Ahoy, Maya. Yeah, we're going through this today. We'll be the only ones who actually talk
Well,
about
he
this
does call his
honestly.
girl. He does literally call his girl Knives, which,
Yeah,
you know.
I can't be...
What a name. What a most stereotypical British slag nickname. Knives.
I can't show... You know this is going to happen.
How many niggas has she shanked, bro? Must be crazy, dude.
Right? You've got a bunch of cunts who are going to go...
Like, gang violence in England is still not as bad as, like, gang violence in a lot of American cities. But it gets kind of insane, especially places like the worst parts of London. You got niggas walking around with fucking shivs and daggers and machetes, fucking Excaliburs, niggas just pulling out scabbards like on guard.
Oh, Kino Casino got flagged by quartering and I can't stand...
You were just trying to take a ride through the train, bro. You're just trying to take a ride on the British Transit, just make your way through London in peace, and some motherfucker pulls out fucking Lancelot's blade, pulls out Excalibur. He's like on guard. You scallywag or some shit.
So I'm just gonna suck down. I don't like quartering either, but I don't have to sit here and act like fucking he did something. Oh, he was saying he was gonna do this. Yeah, because he was being lied about on the internet and he told him to stop fucking doing it. But
some nigga with dreads, some dark nigga with dreads just throws a gauntlet at your feet, pulls out some fucking bastard sword, some great sword. He's like, hey, run it now.
They couldn't. They went after his wife. They went after his family. They've been harassing him at his home. And what? Oh, he took down a clip channel, did he? Even if he did, I don't give a shit. Because Andy Walski is a known flagger. So why would I give a fuck? Why would I give a fuck? But I don't actually know if the quartering did this. And according to everyone's testimony who's spoken to him, like Dan Killers and stuff, he said he hasn't. In fact, his own posts on Twitter say he hasn't. So... You know, what am I supposed to do? Kino Casino would say the same thing, even though I've been flagged several times for privacy complaints on Kino Casino.
Nova Dexter, thank you for the sub, buddy.
The Kino files, they flagged that down because it was getting traction. And they got it literally, Kiwi Farm started covering it and they flagged it down. That's what they did. Casino got flagged, yeah. Kino Casino Clips has lost its clipping channel, which was run by Flaked Alaska, right? I know. We know about this stuff. We know about all this shit. We just don't really have to cover it. Having knowledge doesn't mean you have to come forward and talk about it all the time. You just have to talk about it when it happens, when stuff's going on, right? That's what we're doing.
Well, surely you could just bring the receipts too. Like, just show us that this happened, dude. Just show us anything, man. Because I don't know. I go through fucking Kiwi Farm. I can't see the receipts that you're claiming exist, and they fucking archive everything. There are literally threads dedicated to A-logging PPP and Warski on the fucking farms. And I can't find that shit there. I can find a bunch of other shit not so great about them there. The things that you are specifically saying here, I can't find those. New York Buck, thank you for $20, buddy. Thank you. Russ Cole, thank you for $5. I have a great Dono song for you to make your own instead of Freebird. It's Metallica live in Moscow playing Enter Sandman. You won't be disappointed. Well, let me write that down. We'll check that out later.
But the thing is that you're going to see so many people jump onto this to go, oh, Kino Casino shouldn't be flagged. I love Kino Casino, even though we want to ignore the fact that Andy's a massive pedo and flagged everyone themselves. And then you're going to see the other side, which is neutral as fuck. You're not going to see anything. I don't think you're going to see another person other than myself and maybe a couple of people that most people don't know talking about this to the point of actually pointing out how, you know, it's hilarious this has happened, how it's hypocritical for Kino Casino to call anyone out for flagging. Kino Casino, obviously, massive pedophiles, hoping it will still come to the front.
Massive. I mean, it's not
like bearing us.
Massive pedophiles. Not just regular pedophiles, just the biggest fucking pedophiles.
Back and forth with me today on Twitter. He's got a
like the fattest
20-minute video.
I mean, I could believe, like, if PPP is, like, if you can prove that he is a pedophile, he probably would be in, like, the upper percentile of pedophiles so far as size is concerned. But, you know, you got to prove that first.
Can watch and embrace and actually fucking listen. That's all he has to do. But instead, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get a...
Stephen Bobo, thank you for the $5. What do you think about Camelot lying about his exchange with Chrissy Mayer? That was about what I expected from Camelot. You know, nothing personally against the guy, but, you know, he's had like a bad reputation against him for years, like even before the NASCAR shit. And it's been for a reason. He's been doing nonsense like this, basically. Afro Gamer dude, he made a video about, well, no, I don't think he made a video about Camelot. He just called him Scamelot a lot, right? There are a lot of people who didn't like Camelot because they thought he was a grifter who, you know, he told like little white lies here, little lies of omissions there in order to like get certain sympathy from his fans. And, you know, he wasn't being completely forthwith when it came to a lot of his stories about what happened when he was working at GameStop and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Jaden? What's up, man? I saw Cog's been doing Rumble ad reads for a while.
Just like I am right now. Lucky the sea. Oh, man. Internet spook.
Bro, just get a job. Just get a job, Cog. Just like, surely anything's got to be better than this.
Shut the fuck up, Anon. I was going to say, shut the fuck up, Anon. No one cares. No one cares about your regurgitated takes, right? About, I don't even know what you're saying. Regurgitated takes.
He can't read.
Stupid.
Christ Hiss, thank you for $1.99. The UK's crime is quiet. The hood is loud as fuck out here.
All day. That's all I get. When this happens, by the way, and I jump on to go, why don't people start being honest about Andy Warski and his flagging and stuff? All I get is Kino Casino seethers. Like just millions of anon accounts on Twitter.
He would definitely know what seething looks like, wouldn't he?
That are just like, no, fuck you, Cog, fuck you, Cog. And it's just like, shut up, you crying little bitch. You're crying right now because Kino Casino Clip Channel got flagged. Oh, my free speech is on the line. I guess they get.
Cog took $50 and is in DMs with Jer. He does, in fact, love quartering. Is that really what happened? Did he really? I don't know, bro. Like, don't be such a cheap hoe, dude. For $50?
Gonna make a rumble.
Even Vickers gave him more than that. Vickers even gave him, like, his own coin.
Account then, aren't they? Oh, but what about on YouTube? What, sorry, when was YouTube?
If you're going to be somebody's mercenary, right? If you're going to be an internet sellsword, at least have a higher price. At least make them give you like, at least do it for at least no less than $100. Come on, man.
Fucking place for free speech.
That's half of what your stream goal is. At least make your price your stream goal.
Since when? Since when?
Whoa.
You fucking retarded. Since when? Never. And yet you're angry and crying about this.
This is the guy saying that everybody else is angry and crying.
Angry and crying about what we've known for decades now about YouTube. Oh, someone managed to use, I don't know how many times I've done fucking shows talking about how broken the flagging system is on YouTube. I've literally been flagged by Kino Casino, which is why I...
Yeah, honestly, Jeremy probably didn't even need to give him $50. $50 is probably too high. He could have lowballed him. He could have gave him like 40, maybe even just 30, 35. What is $35 converted to like British pounds? Let me see. 35 to pounds. That is... No, wait, hold up. 26. Okay. Well, shit, dude. That can buy you like, what is that? That's at least the British guys in the chat. You guys can tell me that's at least a week's worth of McDonald's, right? That's a week's worth. That's like a buffet. That's like he's eating good off that shit, dude. Yeah, I could believe that. Cog probably could have. He could have seduced Cog for like $35. Yeah, that is a lot of sausage rolls. Pope Biscuit, thank you for the rage quit. Why would Cog get a job? He's been streaming for 15 years. He's got 12 live viewers. He's going to explode any day now, Mikey. Thank you for the 500 kicks. Yeah, I just don't understand it, bro. I just don't I would give up.
Know this.
I'll be honest, bro. I don't even know. I wouldn't even call this willpower. I wouldn't even call this believing in yourself, right? You know, people say, oh, you should bet on yourself. You should like have the fortitude to look through things and be able to see them through. This ain't even that. This is sunk cost fallacy. It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen, Cog. You're not going to get to year 20 of your streaming. It's like Phil. You're not going to magically Phil's not going to get to year 25 of being a content creator, and then magically it's all gonna happen and he's gonna be a quadrillionaire. No, you're just gonna keep, it's gonna keep failing for you, bro, because it hasn't worked so far. You haven't changed anything. Nothing has changed. He's doing the same shit he was doing when he first started, and he's wondering why he hasn't gotten anywhere.
And I can demonstrate this today. It's really funny that I've got the emails and everything to demonstrate what I've been flagged for my Kino Casino content, which isn't a huge amount of my content. It's only when something actually happens, because most of the time they don't do a show, they fuck off from the controversy, and the truth is the moment that Bearing or one of these fucking retards decides to actually look at the fucking video instead of going down this, oh, that's just a gay up, that's just a gay up. I know, that's why the first few minutes of my video.
That's what he thinks. He thinks that people are going to see this video and they're going to realize my brilliance. They're going to realize that I was right the whole time. That's what he thought was going to happen when this whole drama started, when their channel first went down. He went live and he's like, finally, I am going, this is my moment. I'm going to triumph over the casino once and for all. I'm going to vanquish Warski. I'm going to be bigger than Ralph. Finally, I'm going to finally, instead of me and Ralph going like 20 viewers for 20 viewers, I'm going to have like a whole 35 viewers and he's still going to have the same 20. I'm going to big bro Ralph finally. That's what he thought was going to happen in his brain. It didn't turn out like that though.
Video explain that. How broken are you that you see that you still think it's a gay up? You just can't look past what you were told. It's fucking hilarious to me. And that's all I've done. I thought a 20-minute video is digestible. It'll be easy for people to, it gets to the point. Want me to have a conversation with Warski about this? Of course I will. I've got all the receipts while he sits there seething with zero.
You won't even have a conversation with Bearing, which I do not understand. If I was in Cog's position and a dude with a way bigger viewer base wanted to interact with me on stream, I would say yes in a heartbeat, right? It's like, yes, please give me that exposure. Definitely, if I believe I have like a real point and I can make Bearing look stupid, bro, I would love to fucking get a W over a bigger YouTuber in front of their way bigger audience. I would love to do that.
Well, he sits there messaging DSP because people are bringing up his pedophile scandal again. Again. Every time it's brought up, he's there in DMs, privately message everyone, seething the fuck out. You know this. You've seen this when they broke up with DSP and DSP showed him seething over this stuff. Why? Because
Is he really? Is Cog actually? Cog is one of the 5 people who believed DSP's like retelling of events during the King Snake arc. He actually believed the King Snake LARP that DSP put on. He's one of the only dudes who actually thought DSP was talking some real shit.
It was really funny that for the, what, second, third time, a fucking pedophile had been caught in the Kino Casino audience. Not just any audience member, though. A massive funder, the founder, essentially, of Kino Casino, Medica Masochist. And everyone knows it's not even just a fucking meme. It's an actual thing. Like, the guy was throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're not going to lie about that. They're being funded by a pedophile.
Yeah, and they banned that dude. I remember they banned that dude, and then they like disavowed him, and then they said he couldn't come back. And then PPP literally made a video where he wished death on this dude like multiple times in the video. Like, what else do you want him to do?
Who had a child.
You want him to like put out an ISIS style video where they execute the guy? They don't even know like.
And he was selling child porn on the internet. That's how they caught him, right? So because they caught him talking about how he was selling these things.
Look, I guarantee if Cog found out like a dude, if he had a dude like that in his community, right? And he was donating thousands of dollars to him every stream, Cog wouldn't say shit. Cog would keep that dude around. He wouldn't say anything. He would say, look, bro, I'm going to pretend to ban you. Just fucking change your username and come back and, you know, just donate a little bit less so it seems like, you know what, just send it to me over like PayPal or some shit. Just like send it to me on Cash App so people don't even know.
Where do you think his money came from that he sent to the Kino Casino that funded them and kept them going? It's literally come from pedo content. And they've got pedophiles in their audience that have been caught by the likes of Alex Rosen. Why? Because Worski's got a pedophile past. He got a whole fucking pedophile ring off by doing a show, which no one asked him to do. He just jumped the gun, did it, and got a...
For a while, Cog was saying that Andy Worski's girlfriend slash fiance, Liana, was a fake person and didn't exist until she moved in with Worski. Oh, okay.
lot of pedophiles.
So it is all schizo shit?
Literally,
Mr. Factually Accurate. It's all just vibes, right?
Arrested. I gave them the...
Like, I feel like they're lying. I feel like Worski is lying about having a girlfriend. Surely not.
The whole fucking, gave him a big old fucking, hey, delete your shit. Gave him a big old fucking stream to let him delete the stuff and get rid of any evidence. Well done, Worski. That's all he's done. All he's done in his 10 years on the internet is promote pedophilia, like actually fucking avidly protect pedophiles, go after fucking children on the internet, cry about being flagged while he's flagging people down for criticism. And there's so much to Worski's fucked up life. People will bring, oh, he had an abortion, this, that, and the other, and stuff like that. These are not the biggest things that Worski has done in comparison. No, they're not. They're not. Oh, the AIM incident. Yeah, we all know about that. We all laughed at that, and it took him fucking forever to get over it. It took him forever to get over it. Man, so
that will be in the Skeptic documentary, by the way.
Stupid.
Nothing against Worski, but it's like, I can't not put that in the fucking Skeptic documentary. Like, you serious? It's like if I were to do a documentary about like the fucking sector, I can't not include PPP fucking spreading his cheeks while he's drunk on stream. Of course that's gonna be. I can't not include the fucking lesbian breakup he and Surfer had that one night. I couldn't not include that, sir. That just comes with the territory. It's nothing against them. It's nothing malicious, but you know, it has to be done.
They're now lying and saying Flake got all the money.
Niggas would call me out. They're like, what the fuck, bro? You see, you're a sweeper. You're a sweeper for the casino. You didn't even include the aim shit in the street. It will be in there. Just calm down.
Absolute bullshit. Yeah, Flake didn't get shit. We all know that he got the money. They all know Kino Casino got that chunk of the money. Someone who exposes their assholes to children in public and someone who was sexually texting a minor shouldn't be popular. It says a lot about the people who enjoy that content, right? And instead of seeing, like, on my channel, you'll see the honest truth about the cunts that are being spoken about right now within the atmosphere, within everyone talking about it. You're going to see a bunch of people sit on the fucking fence because they don't want to talk about quartering and they don't want to really diss Kino Casino because they're scared of Kino Casino. I'm hoping the only person, I'm not going to lie, the only person out of this entire situation I'm hoping actually listens and pays attention is Bearing. He's the only person. I know Countdown Killer's not going to do fucking shit. Of course he's not, right? And Bearing,
why? What was so special about, like, Bearing in comparison to Dankula in this situation? They both had about the same relationship with Jeremy. I don't know why one is more special than the other in that regard.
I've got faith in him. I've got faith that Bearing will at least be honest, but I also don't even have faith that he's going to watch an actual video that just, you know, tells him that he's wrong, because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. I mean, it took me a second as well to actually look into the information and go, fuck, I've been wrong all these years about it. I'm going to do a video doing this. And I went through the video to cover this. It's not like it's not pointing out at the start that the majority of people believe this bullshit and why that fucking happened. But again...
Stephen Bobo, thank you for $5. Auric debunks claims this drama will be fractured. The right-wing media grifter. What?
As it says at the end of the video, most people are still going to make up their own...
Thank you for the $5.
...bullshit to defend Andy Worski, and you're going to see that, right? And Bearing, big fan of Kino Casino, obviously. Dankula's missus, big fan of Kino Casino. So real fucking neutral takes from those two, obviously.
This is another part of the seethe, is that, like, he hates how many people who, I don't know, I guess he looked up to Bearing. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why he's been seething so hard, is because, like, Bearing has been, like, secretly one of his heroes from back in the day. He's been looking up to him for years, right? Like, he's, like, very disappointed that he is also a fan of the Kino Casino.
Because they did the incredible salt mine with Jeremy. And they could go scorched earth on Jeremy, which I just don't see them doing. Because
Mikey is funded by schizos. I am.
They spoke. When you speak directly to...
And I appreciate them. I appreciate every single dollar my schizo fans give me.
People, and Jeremy just goes, yeah, I didn't do that, though. Then they're not going to do anything more than that. And they can go and ask Andy Worski about the pedo stuff. And I guarantee you, Bearing, if you go to Andy Worski privately about the pedo stuff, he's going to say the same shit that he says to everyone by pointing out the Medica video. And then you can point point out that's why my video's there, to show you the Medica video is wrong. Fuck. And we all believed it because Medica's got a big following. We all fell for it.
That's why.
That's how the.
It couldn't be you. Couldn't be that the shit you were presenting just wasn't very convincing. Couldn't be that, you know, the receipts weren't hitting like they were. It couldn't be that, you know, Jim made better content than you. It couldn't be that. No, it's just he's more popular.
Crowd works, and we need to stop being this fucking retarded crowd of idiots who just repeat the same shit everyone else does because you haven't got a fucking talking point. You haven't got shit to say, so you're going to repeat the latest shit that's been said by your gaggle of retards on YouTube who are all just repeating themselves.
The cabal is very, very big. It's like, you know, you got fucking Mediker, you got Josh Moon, Worski, PPP, Bearing, Gabe Hoffman.
I used to hate this, and I've always hated this. When response videos,
that wasn't me, by the way. That's him. That's him.
Took at the time, but I never. And you saw everyone cover. Everyone would cover something. Oh, has Lacey Green done something? Fuck, I better do a fucking video on this because it's Lacey Green, right? No one gives a shit, right? But you know what? I never understood the audience that could go from like, oh, I need to see Chris Reagan's opinion on this. I need some black guy's opinion on this now. Oh, I need Ahmed Skeptic's opinion. Oh, now I need Shoe on Heads. Now I need Bearing's opinion on this. Fuck, I need this other person's opinion. I need this. I was just like, it's like everyone else's. So I'm going to cover the same subject.
I need the opinions of people whose content was actually popping. Now, some of those people have fallen off. Like some black guy, an armored skeptic and shit like that. Those guys definitely, those are the skeptics who didn't go on to continue to have good careers after, you know, the community fell apart and fractured. But, you know, he's still jealous. After all these years, he still holds on to that bitterness that he was never one of the top guys.
Check.
He's never been select. He's very bitter that after all these years of committing to the game, he's never been select. He's never been at the big boys table.
I have my own points of view on it, and I'm not going to cover any of the stuff that everyone else is covering, even though that's...
You can't even say always a bridesmaid, never a bride. He's never even been invited to the wedding. Ever.
A real easy way to get.
He hasn't even been there, bro.
More people watching your shit. I know. I'm not.
He's never tasted wedding cake before.
Stupid, right? I'm not stupid. I actively went against that sort of shit, man. And I still do that to this day. But it's just you can't beat the clout chasers and the clout farming. You can't beat these people who have got large channels with large audiences that are just ready.
Mikey, was this COG stream before? Yes, actually. This one was all the way a month ago, April the 11th.
To believe and swap.
He's made 2 streams. He's made 3 streams since like initially seething at Bearing. He's made 2 streams specifically where he's gone on like a cope rant like this against Bearing during the stream. We will be looking at one of them later.
Or whatever the fuck they're told. You've got a whole Bearing audience right now waiting for him to call out quartering, and he'll either go along with the crowd or he'll be like, or he'll be...
You know, this should be like a victory lap. I think I overstated this. I said it was like a victory lap. This ain't really a victory lap. This is like, he opened up the first half hour of this stream with just an half an hour long cope session, seethe session, just ranting about all the people. Bro, you should be happy. This is like the biggest L Worski and PPP took in a long while. And he can't even like take the W, which ain't his, right? It's not even his W, but the W that he took against Ralph in Portugal wasn't really his W either. That was Dan, but he took that. Just take the W, bro, and be happy and content, but he can't.
Milk toast neutral to not attack anybody, or he goes down this other way. Oh, 2 seconds. Better chat.
Just leave us here. Just leave us here in silence. Professional streamer. Oh, we all got to get up to do shit sometimes. Oh, playing. They already do that.
I'll just deal with the neighbor.
Okay.
Lunch. And then the little ones just be like, uncle, uncle, uncle. That's because I've got in the other room. She's like, uncle, uncle.
Little one, the ants needs.
So it's just like chaos in the household.
Dan's
right.
daughter, excuse me.
Right. Chat, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Kino Casino are cry grifting. Of course they're gonna do crying. Oh, guys, you've got to donate. Keep them going. Like I said,
Hold on, let me show you guys something.
cry grifting. Of course they're gonna do crying.
Okay, so you see Cogs, you see this right here, right? So yeah, it's receding, but Cog is also he's in his 40s and shit like that. You would expect it to recede. His hair, it's not that bad. His hairline is not that bad to where he needs to wear the cap. Right?
Oh, guys, you've got to donate.
He wears that cap not to like hide his balding hair or receding hairline or some shit like that. He wears that because he wants to look as much like a stereotypically broke British nigga as possible.
Keep them going.
Like that's his uniform. That's his outfit. He wants to be broke.
Like I said,
he wears it no matter what. It doesn't matter where he is. Inside, outside, raining, sunny, windy, he can't go on vacation because he can't afford it. But wherever he goes, basically, he's wearing his fucking cap, and there's no reason for him to wear it.
Sorry.
He doesn't need to wear it to hide any fucking balding shame, like say fucking Quartering does. No, he just does it for the love of the game.
Cut off there. I'm just hoping that Bearing will cover this and be honest, but I have a feeling that he's not gonna.
Yeah, bruv maxing. It's not like a cope hat like Tim Pools. No, he's just doing it. He wants to look like one.
Want to sway against his audience. A lot of people don't want to just fucking tell their audience how it is. They don't want to just be real and honest and direct with their audience. Instead, they want to play, I'm just going to kind of stay away from that one. And a lot of people do that because it saves themselves in the long run. I mean, he doesn't want to lose the part of his audience that are Kino Casino fans, right? And then simultaneously, obviously, he doesn't want to leave anyone who's also a Quartering fan. So you're going to see, I think you're just going to see this fucking...
Yeah, he does loop a lot, which is weird because he doesn't have a big enough audience to justify having to maybe repeat some shit later. See, if you're a big streamer, you got a big audience coming and going throughout your stream. It's fluctuating, from maybe 700 here to 1,000 there. Maybe you'll get some new people in to where you have to tell them. Cog, it's like you got like 5 people in that bitch. You come back after doing whatever the fuck for 5-6 minutes. They're still there, just sitting there, waiting for you to come back and continue the rant you've been going on for 30 minutes.
Absolute neutral takes. Nothing's going to happen for the millionth time. Doesn't matter how many times that this keeps getting brought up, and no one's going to give a shit. Show Andy Warski being a flagging cunt. Show his flagging past. I'm doing this in a show later, by the way. Right now, I'm going to do some Bomb Simulator for about 2 hours or something like that. And then
wow, man, that's some fucking content right there.
Show at
I wonder why he hasn't blown up, man.
Or so it'll still be early in the morning, and we'll be carrying on, obviously, just with this whole situation. But I've got everything set up. We're going to be going through later on. We're going through everything from Kino Casino getting flagged down, Wolski's flagging history, Wolski's pedophile history, obviously.
Why can't you just do that now? Why can't that be the whole show? Why you gotta play some bullshit video game that like isn't getting you any views? You don't play it very well. You're not adding anything to it.
What the Quartering's got to say on this, what the Bearing's got to say on this, what I mean, we can go through the Melanie Mac stuff, but she doesn't really say much apart from she doesn't really care about, every people are crying on behalf of her when she doesn't know why. So again, just that's how stupid this shit is. Too many people concerned trolling on behalf of Melanie Mac because of something said in Kino Casino. They're just broken fucking people, but you've got to laugh at it for how retarded it is. Melanie Mac coverage. There's Hackamania coverage, I guess I've got as well.
Hackamania, wow. This is how low we are, bro. It's how low we are. We got to cover shit going on at Hackamania, bro.
Fucking out.
We gotta scrape the bottom of the barrel and cover some Dabbleverse shit.
Hour and 45 stream from another hotel room last night where all he really did was have an interview with Adam Green.
Yes, he did say.
Mercader, and then have an argument.
Yes, he did say Bum Simulator.
With Scarlett, which is how the show ended. Yeah, it's just insane. Like I said, I've got everything ready. So everything's prepared, ready to go. You've got an entire solid show for later. But like,
what the fuck is Hackamania? Exactly.
Like I said, I knew I had to put this in the title because I knew I was...
That is the right response.
Going to talk about this because it's just all I'm seeing right now, and I guarantee I hate this about the internet, is that everyone's too bothered about losing audience members, and I've never given a fuck. You know this. I'll go live and sit there and say to you, here's the part of the pink tax.
What could you possibly like? Who do you have to lose, bro? You lose 20% of your audience. That's like 2 people. Like, what do you mean? What is there for you to lose, man?
I agree with. And people are like, oh, fucking cock, you feminist.
It's like, oh, I'm going to burn this bridge. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. If all 4 of you guys decide to leave and not come back, oh, well. I'm gonna stand 10 toes.
I'm not a feminist, obviously, but I will point out when I agree with a singular thing they've said. Like, it doesn't mean that everything they've said is right, but, and that's when people get really pissed off. And that was only when it came to, like, what was it, the tampon tax or something, where I'm like, well, yeah, if Band-Aids are, obviously, there's a tax exempt, couldn't you add an extra bit of...
Oh, the tampon tax. Thank you. That's the type of commentary I want to hear from Cog's World. I definitely want to hear him talk about the tampon tax. But the ashtray miner, thank you for the rage quit. Great stream, Mikey. Seeing Cog crash out like this after quartering literally threatened to have Bearing's channel flagged is unreal levels of projection. Thank you for the 500 kicks. Yeah, his entire motivation on who to actually take, only reason he's taking the quartering side is because he hates Warski and PPP. That's basically it. He just hates these guys and he wants them to suffer. And this is kind of like almost unique to him. Because again, I said this earlier in the stream, there are other people for like the sector who don't fuck with Warski or PPP and they got beef. They don't like automatically take, maybe they might take, a little bit of pleasure in seeing them suffer and squirm. They don't automatically take quartering side just because they don't like, the Kino Casino. They think they can admit that quartering is also a faggot and just hope that both sides just like harm themselves. Not fucking shit, I forgot his name. Cog. Not fucking Cog. Cog has to wave that flag for Jeremy Hambley. He has to rep the quartering because he's finally taken it to the devilish, huge pedophiles. The biggest pedophiles ever, according to Cog's World, the Kino Casino.
To like luxury items and then just make there be a tax exempt.
Also, allegedly, he gave him $50.
Tampon, like who gives a shit, right?
Or was it allegedly? It was like quartering actually came in chat and like donated $50. Or was it behind like NDMs?
That'd be a fair.
Anyway, selling your soul for $50 is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
If you want to have those really nice tampons, women, then obviously pay for it. Nothing wrong with that, right? But basic bitch shit, yeah, I think there should be. Personally, but that's one of those things. That's how I am. I'm sat there with an audience of people who hate feminists and this, that, and the other. And what did I do? I went live and went, let's talk about the one thing I do agree. That's how I am. I've always been like that. The whole point isn't to pander. It's to make you think. It's to make you actually think and be critical. And people stopped doing that because they got so fucking lazy. They wanted to tune into a show that told
Scarlett crashing on Chrissy's Rumble last night was Kino. You know what? Scarlett Hampton has been like the greatest content investment Ethan Ralph has made in a very long time. Like Scarlett has effortlessly become what like Dagger Pussy, what Ice Dagger Pussy, what she wanted to be. Ice Dancer wishes that she could be like the content Kino queen that Scarlett Hampton has been lately.
How to think about what to say about people. Even when
it's because she's a LARPer. She's not really like that. She's just kind of slutty. She hasn't been in the trenches. She hasn't just fucking been bombarded with BBC, right? She hasn't been through it.
It's made up, even this, that, and the other. And because enough people will jump on that same bandwagon and say enough shit and then like everyone's posts who says the same shit as them, it just becomes this massive circle jerk. And that's all it kind of became over time. But yeah, I think Bearing and Dankula will remain silent, says Trez. No, they've already spoken about it on Twitter, Trez. So Dankula's already spoken about it on Twitter. Again, neutral stance. Bearing has had a neutral take. He said, oh, that's fucked because the channel got taken down. But I've actually messaged to Bearing and given him the 20-minute video of Warski's past. And I can only hope that, he pays attention to it. That's all I can do. But that's up to Bearing. Like I say, I've given him ample opportunity. I even posted a short...
I gave him opportunity.
Clip.
I gave him the opportunity to change his life, to make a decision.
To start all of it off, just to explain to him, yeah, man.
If fucking Bearing, if he doesn't accept my mercy, that's on him what happens next.
Becca was wrong about that, man. Like, it's so fucking easy to confirm this. And all he has to do, if he watches a 30-second clip and go...
I wonder if he chose this shirt. I wonder if he chose to wear this shirt, like... intentionally while talking about this drama concerning the Kino Casino. I wonder.
Goes, oh wow, that Mecca thing, he was wrong. And then maybe you'll watch it's a 20-minute video. It's so easy to digest and go through. So
because I know whenever he sees anything poker related, anything like fucking solitaire, whenever he sees anything like that, anything casino or card related, you know he immediately starts seething about Worski and PPP. So if he owns any clothes like this, he bought it with the intention of one day wearing it on stream while he's talking about them. He has to put on a costume.
It's nothing like that.
A casino A-Lock costume.
It's 20 fucking minutes. That's it. And if he can't even, I know he's got a family, I know this, that, and the other, but if he wants to weigh in like he did on Twitter to be like, oh, that's terrible stuff. And I've obviously added Bering, and I said, Bering might want to talk to Jeremy, might want to hear Jeremy out and then ask why Worski sexted a 15-year-old. He said, of course I'll hear him out. Are you talking about gay ops from 10 years ago? And I went, no, Bering, that video Mr. Medica did was straight up incorrect, and then posted literally a fucking, how long? A 25-second clip or a 30-second clip? 29 seconds, right? And then after that, I said, so I looked back into this, and it turns out it was, she was 15, even tagged her, what's it called, Goblin Brat, her
okay, so this dude, this guy, it's like he swears up and down that this gay op about Worski being a pedophile was 100% legitimate, and that everybody trying to say that no, this girl was 100% underage is like completely on the dot, even though everybody disagrees with him. But the shit that we're gonna get to very soon about like both of his brother, not just one bitter brother, but both brothers being like, no, he's a pedophile. He slept with like an underage girl when he was above age. He'll say like, no, they're making it up. That's not true. Even though they both have kept the same story, the same narrative for years, while his is continues to change.
Account, so he can see, yeah, he can go and look.
A little hypocritical cock.
I'm correct. But again, no one's going to do this. Bering's not going to do that. He's not even going to watch a 20-minute video that proves everything that he thought about Worski wrong, because that'd be proving himself wrong. And then he'd have to think about, obviously, does he like the Kino Casino now? Because obviously now he knows Worski's a pedophile, and he's got to choose over enjoying his entertainment of Kino Casino or Worski being a pedophile. That's going to be a hard thing for most people to do, because they don't want to sit there and just believe.
He doesn't buy clothes. He steals them from donation. Oh, shit, I forgot. He's the type of... He said this. This is another thing where Cog will be like, factually inaccurate. And it's like, but you told us this, Cog. You once told us that the fucking free samples they have at the markets, at the supermarkets and shit, you and your fucking wife or whatever, you guys go there and you just take all of the fucking samples when nobody is looking, and you just like take them because they're free. You do that. These are the type of people why we can't have certain things, like we can't have like these booths where we give away free shit to people in need, because bums like Cog will come and they'll take the whole fucking thing. They'll fill up a cart and then just ride around with it, fill it up in a bag or some shit, even though they were only supposed to take one or two.
They don't want to sit there and take on board the truth. Like they just want to sit there and avoid it as much as they can. Call it a gay op, right? Fucking sad shit. That's all it is. So again, like I say, Bering could do something, but he could have said something by now. It doesn't take this.
Oh, he stole donation food. Okay, so I'm actually being nicer. Okay, I would say he was taking free samples. He actually stole donation food for the needy.
It's long to watch a 20-minute video.
Well, I guess technically it's not stealing, because he is the needy. He is the type of person who, like, well, maybe not. He's broke, but it's like that was for people who are actually, whenever they make these programs, whenever we have these sorts of programs for housing or giving people food and groceries and shit like that, it's always meant for people who are just like, they're in a rough spot. They just need like a helping hand for a little while. Eventually they get off of it. Eventually they move out of the government housing. They stop fucking living on welfare. They become productive citizens again who are able to make it on their own. We're just giving it to them for a little while. Not for people like Cog. No, it's like these niggas, it's like niggas in the projects. Like, I'm never leaving. I'm always going to be eating that government cheese. Fucking living in my little government flat or whatever the fuck. I'm never going anywhere. Why would I? I live like a king.
And make a post about something.
Fuck a toilet. Why would I need a toilet, bro? I can fucking get my wife can get all the free nappies that she wants for free.
you've seen.
We don't even have a kid. We just take him just because.
Right? No, but he won't. He won't. Or he's already making a video. I haven't got a fucking clue, right? Haven't got a clue. Maybe just to call out the quartering. Couldn't tell you. But like I say, I don't see much from Bearing or Dankula. And obviously...
They aren't answering back. Anyway, moving on from that half an hour long rant. That's what he began this fucking stream for. This fucking stream with. 2.5 hour long stream. The first half hour was just dedicated to him seething, right? So, okay. We go to this tweet. Bearing legit tagging Michael and Paul, these are his brothers, because I'm too much for him. The two disowned brothers in this video disagreeing about the lie Michael made up that no one else in my family talks to. That's my mom and 5 other brothers. You're showing people how much I've upset you by calling you salty clown. So we're going to watch this real quick.
This, my dudes, is a picture posted out, as you can see, from my brother's account on Twitter, saying, "Cog before the mustard burp of fame." That's not me.
Yeah, that ain't you.
That's not me.
That's not you. I mean, I know who that is. I don't know if I should say it on here. But
You can. We're going to go through this anyway because we're going to have to.
Yeah, that's Tim.
That's Tim.
That's Tim.
It's Tim. So apparently, according to my brother Michael, who has no evidence for his bullshit claims, to the point where he gets a picture of my younger brother Tim and puts 14 over the girl that he's with. This was taken.
That makes it true. That makes it true. When you put 14 over someone's face, that makes it true.
This was taken at a bar. This was taken at a bar, and this girl is Tim's age as well. I remember being there because it was just we used to get drunk at at the bars in Ashton, on the line in the UK near Manchester. So we used to go and get wrecked every weekend. But apparently he thinks that this is me, right? Tim has more square jaw than Johnny. He does have a bit more of a square jaw. That's very, very true. Tim's very true as well.
From the family.
Why did he start wearing the hat? Like his hairline, we saw it, right? When he took off the hat. It's basically the same. He's had the same hairline since he was in his late 20s, early 30s, basically. He doesn't need to wear the hat.
But this is a little.
It's like it's part of it's his signature wear.
Ridiculous that he doesn't know his own brother when he sees him.
I know Koff by the family doesn't even know what his own fucking family looks like, but one of them's a pedophile. Like, it's fucking dumb.
Okay, so this actually doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the claim itself. We don't even know if his bro could have just been like joking or busting his balls or some shit like that. Anyway, we don't even know, like, that's my mom and 5 other brothers. Who was that? Who was that? Like another family member? Anyway, we move on to this clip right here. And where's the timestamp? Where is the timestamp? It should be. Oh, it is right here. Okay. So this right here, we're about to listen to a dude named Icarus. This is Cog's brother, and he's gonna tell us the story. Tell us the story that everybody has been repeating, the lore about how Cog got down with an underage girl.
For using my music, using my artwork, and for downright taking the piss out of my channel. You fucking prick. And you could have just pissed off. No,
the person on that was Paul, the second brother. Oh, okay.
Like you said in your little message where you said to me, if you don't want to work with me, you can just don't have to work with us. I thought you meant that. You were clearly bluffing, because what you wanted was me to feel so scared that I'm going to lose you that I did as you said. Ha! Well, bitch, you didn't get what you wanted, did you? No, and that's why you came around to my house saying, I want a conversation. Maniac. And now I've got a broken finger and I've got to get surgery on it because of your dumb ass. So you can have your little laugh at that if you want.
He really pulled up. Cog pulled up to his brother's place and fought it out. Fought it out because they were like having an argument over the internet because of beats and he got flagged out. No, Cog flagged his brother's content or some shit like that. Or no, I think it was they were both flagging each other. Anyway, it's very retarded what was going on. But imagine fighting your brother over that shit.
I don't really care. I'm not that bothered. I'm more bothered to get rid of you. I just want you out of my life. Which part of that don't you get? When I say go away, no, I don't want to have a conversation with you.
What's up?
Which part of that
Darth Cerberus.
don't you understand, Mr. Stalker X, who comes to my door and never leaves me alone, buzzing out my shit, won't even fucking understand when I answer it and saying, don't come up. Guy fucking waits around and tailgates and comes up. Faggot.
What the fuck? Like, what is this, dude? You're stalking your family members? And he wonders why nobody outside of his family wants to fuck with him.
What?
That's why he has to steal Dan's family. His own family doesn't want him anymore because he's fucking weirdo.
A fucking dick. I mean, there was no need for it at all. No need. He could have stayed down there. He would have been more of a man if he'd have just walked away. But he didn't. He's not a man. He's a fucking soulless creature who fucking...
Yeah, this is just like British trailer park shit for real.
leeches off everybody and makes drama with people, winds people up, gaslights them, and then acts like the victim. It's like, I'm fucking in shock how much of how full of shit this motherfucker is. He is stunningly full of shit. And I'm not going to be a party to his crap anymore. I'm just saying my bit and I'm done. And all I'm saying is, this guy is worse than you think. I mean, you think what he's doing to me is a bit underhand and weird, if you even sided with me, that is. So you probably haven't. But if you have, you'll understand. This guy is basically abusing me and thinks he can get away with it. He's still continuing to do it. He's using strikes to do it this time, you know? To the point where I've got no videos left. And that, you know, if I post one more video, he'll strike it. So I'm not doing shit.
Okay, so this dude, Cog was like, oh, Worski, he's one of the worst fucking flaggers in YouTube history. He took down videos. He took down channels. You literally took down, or at least tried to take down, your brother's channel because of some beef that was happening off the internet.
This is Mr. Great Guy. I'm going to take away the strikes that I did. I'm feeling bad about it. Oh, get over yourself, you little faggot. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about the guilt trip. Go guilt trip someone who gives a shit what your stupid, basic-minded fucking fans think. Because I personally do not give a shit what they think. That's why you have no power over me, because I couldn't give a fuck what they think. No matter what you make up about me, I know the truth, so I don't give a single shit. If it don't apply to me, do you know what I do? I let it fly. And I see if you can let this fly, bitch. I remember when I was with my ex-girlfriend living here, and Johnny thought he could just come over with an underage girl. And,
wait, what, bro? Bro, why are you doing that?
Find out.
Why'd you have to put that edit there? Was she that young?
14 years of age.
Whoa!
This girl, I thought she was 18. He told me she was 18. Right? So I'm thinking she's 18. Well, no problem. She's legal. She can hang around my house. Right? Come to the end of their relationship, and then I have her on Facebook telling me how much she's 14 and he knew about it, and he's a disgusting fuck up, basically.
Okay, so let's be extremely generous to Cog here. Let's say this is just bullshit. He can't even really blame his brother because the claim comes from the girl, right? The claim's not even, his brother is just repeating what the girl is saying. So if he's saying, this is all just a lie that they made up about me, okay, well, that's just like your ex, right?
So, yeah.
If she's lying.
That's really it. That's all I can really say. I know she had red hair. I don't even know her name. I can't remember. It happened so long ago. It was like a good 10 years ago, I'd say. But this guy clearly has no problem with fucking 14-year-olds, mate. None at all. And he was seeing it for a bit. So definitely.
Imagine how much you have to hate your brother. And like the amount of bad blood in this family. Bro, I've seen some gruesome shit. Some crazy shit, like between people who I'm related to, like some bad shit. I can't imagine actually hating a family member, especially like a close family member, your brother, a sibling, enough to call them a pedophile. Like you fuck 14-year-olds, Johnny, right? You're a piece of shit. You're evil, man.
He fucking her. Guy even tried to take her out for a drink with us.
And this is apropos of him flagging down his videos. That's how much is just built up over all the years. All those years of shit he had to deal with from Johnny and shit. right? And him flagging down his beats on YouTube, that was the last fucking straw. You know what? I'm just gonna come out. I'm gonna put it out there, Johnny. You're a fucking pedophile. You fuck 14-year-olds.
Like, where's their ID? Do you remember that, Johnny? Remember, David remembers that. You know, your older brother, he came with us. He knows who I'm talking about. Right? So don't sit there trying to pretend I'm making it up, which you're probably gonna do. But no, I'm not making it up. You fucking pedo. You're a nonce, mate. Right?
Thank you, BML.
Caught you out.
006. Thank you for the cheers.
I'm the eyewitness to your nonce behavior. And I had to hear this poor girl feeling sad.
That's not actually, I mean, hold on, bro. I mean, good on you for finally letting the public know, but I was eyewitness to your nonce behavior. I don't know. That kind of incriminates you, bro. I mean, you might not have known it was nonce behavior before, but you know, after you found out and you waited so long to tell the public, I don't know.
They've been raped by you. You fuck up. Because that's what it is, Johnny. You know, when you fuck an underage girl, it's rape. Because you're fucking a child that doesn't know any better.
Calling his brother a rapist.
Do you understand that? And the only thing that really should have happened is you should have been put in prison, you prick. But no, she fucked.
He must really be the most insufferable dude ever. I can't imagine. I actually can't imagine being so hated by my family that not one, but both of my brothers, well, both, he has multiple brothers, but two of my brothers are like, my brother is a piece of shit, a child rapist who should be in prison. I can't imagine being that hated by my family.
Off, got on with her life, whatever she's doing, I don't even know. But I just thought I'd just let everybody know what kind of a fuck up you're following. He is not Mr. Virtue. And
he's talking to like 20 people.
Did you know?
Like, even back at Cog's peak, he was never like that. Fucking, like, you aren't talking to that many people.
Use my dad's death to do this? What a sicko. You are a fucked up guy, mate. You need to quit what you're doing and go home. Call it a day. Understand that there is no longer can you upset me. I am cold to you now, mate. There is no feeling for you anymore. You don't look like a brother to me. You look like a pain in my fucking life that I need to get rid of before you make a new problem for me. And it's every fucking day with your cunt ass. One day it's something else. It's always some drama. You're a drama queen. And I'm sad that you're like that. I wish you would stop. Because I'm completely ashamed of you. And I don't know what my mother thinks right now, but you've obviously wordsed her up and sweet talked her and, you know, badmouth me, poison the well as usual. That's what you do. One thing I realized about my great brother, Johnny Cog, is that all he ever does all my fucking life is go around muddying the waters, making everybody think that I'm the shithead when he himself is the shithead. This nigga tries to act like he can fucking talk to my
That caught me off guard. That caught me off guard, bro. That came so naturally.
Life is go around muddying the waters, making everybody think that I'm the shithead when he himself is the shithead. This nigga tries to act like he can fucking talk to my family.
That's how you know, bro. That's how you know that somebody is like true white trash when they just say like nigga that smoothly. Like, this nigga is crazy.
Excuse the N-word, but he does.
Excuse me. He caught himself off guard. It's so natural. You can tell how often he says it in like good company, in private company and shit, rolls off the tongue just too smoothly. He had to catch himself. Like, I'm sorry, guys. He got me emotional. I usually don't say it that much.
Family. And tell them what I'm thinking. And then badmouth me at the same time and think I don't notice. Yeah, you better stop speaking for me and my family, you little shithead. Because I care about my family. I just don't care about you. Because you're a monster who just needs locking up. To be honest, you got mental health issues. I advise you seek a therapist, little boy. And stop begging it that I'm supposed to be giving a single fucking shit if you lift a strike or give me a strike. I don't fucking care. You can't affect me. Okay? And the only reason why I'm making this is just to get it out there that you're a piece of shit and everyone needs to frigging well know it. You disgusting little nonce. And I hope your girlfriend's listening and understands that I am not lying. I'm telling the fucking God's honest truth. And if you were a man, Johnny, Cog, whoever the fuck you call yourself, you faker, you would actually admit it was true. And you know what? You'd actually admit that this whole situation started with you not being able to take it, that I didn't want to work with you after you'd already basically fucking tried to force me to do what you wanted.
This is all because of Beats, by the way. You guys are wondering what caused this? What caused Cog's brother to go off like this? This is because Cog, he didn't want to work with Cog while he was like making like rap beats on the internet, right? So this is prime Wigger, right? I didn't even know that the fucking British had Wiggers like this.
Bulldozing your way.
They're beefing over fucking beats.
Through telling me,
calling each other nigga and shit.
I can't be on my own songs, but you want to be all over them. Fuck you. You have no respect for the work I do. Or me. I don't need to respect you or care about you at all. Which world do you live in where you can disrespect people and then they're just going to suddenly go, oh, it's all okay now. I've gotten over it.
I can't believe that Kick Chat censors the word wigger. That catches me off guard. Nigger, obviously. You know, they can't do that. That's like the automatic one. When they first start putting in words you can't say, that's like one of the first three. But wigger? Really?
No. That's it now. There's far too much.
I guess Wiggers are a protected group in America. Who knew?
It's water under the bridge. There's no way of getting over this. There's no way.
Oh, you can say it with the soft A, though. You can say wigga. You can't say it with the hard R, though. Okay, that makes sense.
Where you're going to suddenly come back in my life and not have some sort of fuck-up grievance like you always do anyway. You're always a cunt to me, even when we're on good terms, Johnny, let's be fucking honest. You're always a cunt to me, always bad-mouthing me, always making out like I'm shit, belittling me and trying your best just so you can prop yourself up because you've got low self-esteem issues. You try and ride on my self-esteem by putting me down. Bitch. No, you won't. That's the end now. All you can do now is, well, fuck off and go piss off and get a job. Why don't you? I mean, what?
Yeah, he didn't take that advice. Imagine if he did. This is all the way. This is some old shit, dude. This is like a long fucking time ago. Like 4 or 5 years ago. Probably even longer. It's just an archive. But it's like, imagine if he did. Imagine if half a decade ago, Cog took his brother's advice and he actually went and got a job and he stopped trying to be a streamer. He'd probably be in a way better. He'd probably be out of government housing. He would finally have a toilet. He'd be able to afford one. But nope. He had to keep trying to do the streamer shit. And then, you know, it didn't really work out the way he wanted to. Now this time we will be looking at a clip. We're going to be taking a visit over to Rumble and looking at a clip from the illustrious kill stream. Let me make sure I got the right timestamp here. Oh, wow, that's way, way off. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Yes, I am. Okay, that is later. That is later. I'm going to go 2:33, right? There we go. This right here, by the way, this is a photo that has been shared. That is Cog, and that is his wife. That's his beautiful, glorious wife in, you know, classic traditional British garb at their wedding.
Now, speaking of fucked up things, I'm crossing off the list here. We're getting down to it. Michael's another brother of yours, and I had him on my show.
Yes.
And
Michael was the one who was talking before. Right now, Cog is talking to Cog. Ralph is talking to Cog's other brother, Paul, right? So this is going to be the second brother who's going to corroborate Michael's story. This is also another reason why, you know, he hates Ralph so much, Cog does, why Cog despises Ralph and wants him to die, which, you know, I think it's pretty even, honestly.
Cog was working with him. And
look, you're going to link up. Look, Cog, if you're going to link up with Vickers and do all this shit, help with all these gay ops that Vickers was trying to do against Ralph, surely Ralph can at least just like have your brothers on to talk about, you know, your possible nuts activities in the past. You know, that's just
was stealing his beats. He's a beat thief, as we call him here on the show. He's a beat thief, and he had a falling out with Michael. Then he like trashed the fuck out of him on his show. And
okay, I am super sorry. I skipped a lot of super chats. Sorry, guys. Christ Hiss, thank you for $4.99. Opinion on the leader of the Asian Tigers. In my opinion, Park Chun-hee is the biggest GOAT of them all, but he gets very little attention, unfortunately. Do you mean the dude who led South Korea, who became president of South Korea after the Korean War? Yeah, that dude is, in my opinion, he's like a more competent Douglas MacArthur. I think he really did try and copy a lot of Douglas MacArthur's swag, and he kind of succeeded and stuff. But he ended up trying to become do the dictator shit, which Douglas MacArthur also tried to do, which, you know, didn't work as that well for him either, and he ended up getting murked as a result. I have a good opinion of those guys. Dave, thank you for 70. Well, yeah, I have a good opinion of him. Dave, thank you for the £2. Bearing featured Cog on his channel pre-2018. Oh, okay. No wonder Cog was holding out hope that Bearing remembered him doing that favor. You know, he gave Bearing a little bit of shine, a little bit of clout by being in his content, boosted his viewership a little bit. Bearing never returned the favor. Ungrateful. The Great Gonzalez, thank you for $6.99 Canadian. Hello, MikeyNohMore. Love your stuff. Just finished a rewatch of all of it. Any plans to do a Rekieta video? Feels like it's been real underreported. Well, at this point, I might as well just wait to see how his court shit is going to go. I might as well just wait, because the plan was, here's what I said. I said, I'll do it. I will work on the documentary immediately after the body cam footage comes out. Josh ain't getting the body cam footage. That's just an L. Rekieta took the W. Turns out fucking Minnesota way more fucking corrupt than we initially thought. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, bro? So yeah, I'll cover Rekieta eventually. You know, it'll probably be after I do the other shit with the skeptics and Gamergate and that stuff out of that, right? I want to get this out of the way first. Yeah, Baldo victory, Baldo fucking W. I don't know how he did it. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. Red Worm, thank you for $2. Senator Cogstrong, my sources, I made it the fuck up. Brad Kornman, thank you for $2. Shout outs to the Pooh wife. Randall Shirker, thank you for $5. I have to laugh that Jer shook up the sector by being a dingus. Still, Cog continues to be a complete tard with no W's. Get a job, you bum. This is possibly would have been the easiest time for him to make a fucking W, man. For him to get a W over no, just wait 2 weeks, Mikey. I will, okay? I will. I won't do it right now. I'll wait, though. This would have been the easiest time for Cog to get a W over the casino, and he just couldn't manage it because he sucks. Brad Kornman, thank you for $5. He's married to an Indian, some of the cheapest motherfuckers on the planet, up there with the tiny hats. Einbrick, thank you for $5 Canadian. Even Clog is catching strays from Mikey. Yes, Brits have wiggers. We call them chavs, if I remember correctly. Big Stink, thank you for the $5. Off topic, but have you ever ventured into the No Jumper universe? So many lolcows. Well, No Jumper, here's what I've realized about No Jumper, is that it's mostly sex worker shit. I wasn't expecting that. Mostly I knew about it from the gang shit, but then you go there and you look at a lot of his videos, it's mostly him just interviewing porn stars and OnlyFans thoughts and shit like that. A lot of that content is very, I don't know, it's like the sex worker shit, the porn stars, the escorts, the OnlyFans bitches. They're very imbued into like that whole ecosystem. Not just with No Jumper, but also with like Fresh and Fit or the shit that Clavicular is doing and all that. It's very weird, very odd.
And this was around the time he had started going at me. So I reached out to Mike and had him on the show. And he was great. He was funny. And we laughed about Cog and made fun of him. And on this show, it wasn't actually on my show that he made this allegation, but he made an allegation about Cog having sex.
Yeah, the sex workers, the porn stars really are boring on all these podcasts. But see, the point isn't for them to be entertaining. The point is for the dudes who are running this shit, because they have a lot of connections to like dudes who like, you know, are connected to OnlyFans and all these porn sites and all these escort services and shit, is that they get these girls on and they get them to sign certain contracts and to make deals and whatnot. And, you know, also, of course, you know, they fuck them too. That's also a very big component. It's very greasy and dirty, the shit that goes on back there.
With, you would call it statutory.
Yeah, it actually is very similar to shit that's going on with Chrissy Mayer. But, you know, she doesn't make as much money as any of these other girls are making.
Rape in the United States. I don't know what they call it there, but a 14-year-old girl, when he was about 29 or 30, is what he said. Now, he made this allegation not on my show, but a year or so later, and then I played it. He made a Vocaroo voice note. It was a bit lengthy, and I played the whole thing on my show. So it was aired on my show, but he didn't actually say it during that first interview. And this is after Johnny had done something else to him, right?
Yeah.
And if you go back and watch the interview that we did, you can, like, things that you're saying here today, things that we found out about Cog without a doubt since, like, they all have proven to be accurate, right? So going
factually accurate? Are you saying? Wait, Ralph, say that again.
Things that you're saying here today, things that we found out about Cog without a doubt since, like, they all have proven to be accurate.
Okay, one more time. Can I slow it down? Can I slow it down a little bit?
Things that you're saying here today, things that we found out about Cog without a doubt since.
They've all been what? They've all been what?
It's like they all have proven to be accurate.
They've all been proven to be factually accurate. Who has the factually accurate facts now, Cog?
Right. So going back and rewatching it just adds more veracity to his claims, in my opinion, because a lot of the stuff he said has borne fruit. Right. It's been proven to be true.
That's why I think it's bizarre. It's why I think it's bizarre he puts himself on such a pedestal. Well, to see, it's like it's a house of cards that he's building. Like he's done so much shitty stuff, and he's done shitty stuff online. He's done shitty.
Also, look at the difference right here. Cog makes his goal $100. Fucking Ethan Ralph, Big Ralph, the king of the sector, $300. And he's already, show's not even halfway done. He's already got $130, right?
Stuff in the real world. Like, don't make yourself out to be some moral, virtuous person. Like, I mean, you, Ralph, you've had your things here and there, but you kind of own it, right?
Yes.
You kind of own that you're a human being. You've made a lot of mistakes, and you're like, yeah, well, you know, I fucked up. Like, there's more respect for that, man. No, I didn't. No, I didn't do that. No.
Well, he's never been wrong in his life.
I'm never wrong. I'm consistent and honest. It's like, dude, if someone's saying that, then lie through that fucking teeth at you.
Yeah, according to Cog, he's literally never taken an L, which is weird because pretty much everybody else has admitted that they've taken L's before. All of the people he says, like, they pretend they're never wrong. Those people have admitted that they've been wrong and taken L's, but not Cog. Cog always has to be right. Ralph has admitted to L's before. He's had to take them.
Someone who's honest doesn't have to tell you they're honest. Someone who's consistent doesn't have to tell you.
Ralph and Jer should have a Zanny off. Who can swallow more Zannies at once? Review Tech USA.
Consistent. In fact, there's a funny thing we say in our family. Just keep Johnny talking long enough, and he will fuck up. So all you got to do, he will contradict himself. You keep him talking long enough, he will contradict himself. You watch his streams, pay attention. He contradicts himself all the fucking time.
Well, because he's got so many lies, and when you lie so much,
you can't keep up
you
with
can't
it.
keep up with it unless you're like really smart. Maybe he's not.
No, he's too many lies.
When you're stupid and you're a pathological liar, it gets outed fairly often because you can't keep up with your lies.
Yeah.
And so that's one of Cog's major problems, actually, is that he can't keep up with the lies in his head, like owning his house, which we know is not true, or Dan doesn't live with him, which we know is not true.
He tried to get on Ralph for this. Cog. He was like, you don't even own. Shut the fuck up, Ralph. You don't even own your house. It's like, we know. Ralph was like very calm. He's like, dude, we know you don't fucking own your house. We know you fucking live in another man's house, right? You're on government assistance. We know this. And Cog was like, shut up.
Because it doesn't make any sense, for one, that the little girl's on the stream every single day, right? Like, it's like, okay, well, why is she there?
That's the address. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's like, it's not, it doesn't make any sense. Just own it.
Owned by both his sisters. Like, come on, man.
Yes, and it's been proven, and the documents are out there. Like, it's there. Like, it's not his house. And like you said before, he's never been wrong either. You know, I've done some bad shit, and I don't come out here and claim to be the king of morality, and for good reason. Right? Because
the humble kill stream.
Because I'm not. And there's certainly some things I've done.
You're human.
Ralph the magnanimous.
Right.
What a crazy idea.
He's a righteous king.
Yeah,
righteous king of the sector.
Swear is human.
There's certainly some things I've done that I regret, that were bad. There's some bad things I've done that I don't regret, too, if you want me to tell you the truth. But
if you want me to tell you the truth about it, bitch.
I've lived, right? And there's some... and there's certainly some things I wish I could take back that I've done towards people or said about people or relationship stuff, etc. But you know, those things happened, and that's why I don't come out here and pretend to be the king of integrity like he does, right? You know, morality, right? The king of morality. Of course, I mean, I would say I have more integrity than Cog because I'm honest about these things that have happened.
Yeah.
I would actually unironically also say that. I would actually, believe it or not, I actually do believe Ethan Ralph has more integrity as like a man than fucking, Cog does.
But as far as
the standards are very, 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 very low. Like fucking... You would have to break a man into pieces to fucking limbo under this fucking bar. It's so low to the fucking ground, dude.
Probably, you know, I've done some immoral things from time to time, and, you know, that's just the way it is.
A caterpillar could jump over this fucking bar. It's basically on the floor.
Now, one of the immoral things, first off, let's finish up on that. Do you believe the pedo allegation is what I have written down here, that he fucked a 14-year-old.
Right, well, first of all, I know the girl definitely exists because the family were kind of pissed off about being underage and drinking, which they kind of, because Johnny tends to be at the butt of people's jokes even though he doesn't realize it in the family, that they were kind of ribbing him over it because they just thought it was weird. Like, now, I never personally met her. The rest of the family members did, so I know she exists. It's definitely true. Michael making the allegation, I honestly don't think he would lie about something that serious.
So we got two. Both brothers. He's got multiple brothers, but two of his brothers are like, yeah, you probably did that shit. Yeah, it's probably true.
That's the truth.
He probably did that shit.
In fact, Michael tends to have a lack of filter, so yeah, he tends to just say what's
imagine being so despised that your family, two of your brothers are like, yeah, he fought the 14-year-old when he was like overage. Yeah, he did that shit 100%.
Yeah, how it is.
He's a nut.
So
he's a pedo.
I actually
we fucking hate him.
Believe it. Yeah, he did the thing. Yeah, it's not something you want to think of your brother. It really isn't. I find it hard to even say it because it's just...
Let's discuss it.
Yes, it's messed up. Yeah, it's messed up. Real messed up.
Oh, yeah, him being a beat thief is actually the worst thing, though. It's like, okay, you're a pedophile, but you're also a pedophile and you're a beat thief? Like, bro. At least R. Kelly and P. Diddy, at least they fucking produce their own shit. It's like, damn.
What am I supposed to do about it? You know, how am I supposed to prove it? You know, it's like,
I've never heard an accusation. All the accusations about fucking P. Diddy and R. Kelly, I've never heard them of being like beat thieves, of them being like instrumental thieves, of them like stealing people's lyrics or bars or anything like that.
It's just I've got that now knowledge in my head that my brother's a degenerate, like, pedo. It's like, it's fucked. All I'd say is, Dan, get your fucking kid away from it. It's creepy. It's grooming behavior, what he's doing. Sitting down and having tea parties with your kid. No, that's the kind of things a dad should do, not what some random guy who's just come into your family, married into it, should be doing. Not at all. Certainly should be taking him to Alice in Wonderland stuff all the time, which is a weird, obsessive thing about the Alice in Wonderland. And Alice in Wonderland was written by a guy who's known for...
See, the sympathetic way to read this is that Cog desperately wishes that he could have a family, but he's like, just like Jeremy Hambley, he's shooting blanks and he can't procreate, right? Like, he and his wife's Indian genetic, they just can't mix, like Dan and his Indian wife, who, yes, Dan also has an Indian wife. I guess that's just, I don't know. Those are just the cheapest models that they make in England, I guess, right? These days. So he's like, I wish that I could make one, but I can't. So he's trying to like live vicariously through Dan's seed, right? And try and like raise his daughter as like his own daughter.
Having like sexual feelings towards an underage girl. Like that's the whole thing. Like, it's very weird. I don't know if he's trying to...
I guess Dan's daughter technically has, like, 2 dads and 2 moms. It's very weird. It's a very weird situation.
That no one will think I'm a pedo, but it's not working out, mate. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm glad you mentioned that about Alice in Wonderland, because I'd actually forgotten that.
Oh, yeah, Lewis Carroll.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who she is, the big character.
Yes.
Alice is a girl that had a serious... fascination.
He lived in a true white trash shithole, worse even than Birmingham. What would that be?
With, let's just say, it's a not unhealthy one.
Well, I always believed it because he never told me any lies in our interview. If anything, he was holding back on Cog, in my opinion. And
his brothers, 2 of them now. He's got like 2 brothers, went on Ralph's show. Hold on, give me a second. Something weird is going on here. All right, that should be. There we go. You guys can still hear me, right? Just want to make sure. I can't be heard? Oh, yeah, you can hear me. All right, good. Just, sorry. Consent, sorry. I hear you. It is Grimsby. Oh, he lived in Grimsby. Okay. He lived in Grimsby? That's worse than Birmingham? He lives in Grimsby, where there's a street called Grime Street. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Sometimes I've wondered maybe I should like go to the UK just to visit Birmingham and see if like the British Birmingham is like worse or better than the American Birmingham. Because I've been to Birmingham, Alabama to visit family there. And it's better than Jacksonville, which ain't saying much because pretty much any city in the South, with like a few exceptions, is better than Jacksonville, right? Like Pine Bluff, one of the few cities worse than Jacksonville or some shit like that, right? Very few cities are actually worse than Jacksonville. Birmingham is it's a little bit better, right? For a major city. So I wouldn't be opposed to just going there and seeing. Maybe Britain's is worse. Even Seagulls carry yeah, anyway. Imagine having 2 brothers that hate you so much. They go on the stream of your arch nemesis. Because that's what Ralph is to Cog, essentially. This is like the blood enemy of Cog, Ethan Ralph. Now, I don't think that Ralph takes it that far. I don't think that Ralph views Cog as like his ultimate enemy in life. Ralph has a lot of enemies, and I don't even think that Cog makes the top 5 or even the top 10. Dan is probably higher than Cog is, if we're being for real, right? Vickers is probably like his arch enemy, be honest. Cog is just Vickers' minion.
It didn't feel good for him to. I mean, it doesn't feel good to do this, but I don't know how. I know he's going to be watching your show. He's so obsessed. He's definitely watching this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's no problem at all, bro. I fuck with the jewels. Thank you, Kyle Robinson, for the disco cat, the DJ cat. Thank you for that.
It's just honestly, I just wanted to seek psychological help. Because the stuff he is doing is not what normal human beings do. It's not normal.
Oh yeah, Josh too. Let's see who's in Ralph's top 5. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that's a tier list. Enemies of Ethan Ralph. That's a very long list, right? Holy shit. Ralph's got one of the greatest ops tier lists ever.
Human behavior.
Like bigger, way bigger than fucking Jeremy or Review Tech USA.
Behavior to do.
Double digits. Maybe like, damn, I can actually think off like, that'd be a while. That'd probably be my longest stream ever. An Ethan Ralph ops tier list.
See what you're doing. And Dan, seriously, get that kid away from him. Because one day she's going to have some stories you don't want to fucking hear.
Like, we got other content creators, other niggas from the sector, dudes from the skeptic community, dudes from Gamergate, Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn, his baby mamas daddies.
That's if you care about your kid, Dan. If you don't, just ignore her. Let it carry on. Because that's how this stuff happens.
Sergeant Dorman, thank you for the
behavior.
Party
That's
blower.
all I'm going to say. It's pretty fucking obvious. He may pass it off as a joke or a meme, but it ain't. It's serious shit. Like, I ain't got no love for you or your family, but it's an innocent kid. Ain't got nothing to do with any beef or anything that's going on.
Cog married with Hindu rights. How much of a G could he be?
Just get away from him.
Well, I feel the exact same way, and I know a lot of people who watch this show, and even some who watch his show feel the exact same. Of course, some of his audience are haters, right? Like, and so it's like, dude, this is not normal behavior, particularly when we know that he plied a 14-year-old with alcohol and had sexual relations with the 14-year-old. And so, you know, if, got her drunk and fucked. I mean, not that it would be any better. Maybe, I don't know. Not that would be any better if she'd been sober, but like that's the type of like it's predatory behavior, right?
Yes.
And in every way possible. She's underage, and you're plying her with alcohol to have sex with her, like, and he's acting very.
Is this the worst thing? Like, let's say this is word for word, bar for bar, exactly what happened, and his brother, who's on the stream right now, Paul, isn't like fighting back against any of this. He's just like, yeah, that probably is what happened. Is this the worst thing that anybody in the sector has done? Like, get a 14-year-old drunk and then like have sex with her? Like, is this the worst thing? There has to be somebody who did something like slightly more heinous.
Creepy around this.
Like somebody who was a worse pedophile, or like somebody who's like a serial killer.
Little girls even younger.
Somebody who's like been actually forgotten to time.
The Alice in Wonderland thing. Like, I mean,
well, Nick Bates, I don't know. Is that like sector shit though?
I mean, there's red flags.
I mean, we can think about horror cows who like are legitimately more evil, right?
And then there's like the gigantic fucking red flag.
Oh, JF. Okay. Yeah. JF murdering his wife and potentially like his family. It's possibly worse. Okay.
Pedo alert. Yeah.
What a small world, man. It's crazy how all of these people are like connected to each other.
If you're ignoring that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, maybe Dan doesn't care. I don't know, but
some people don't.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't. But
oh, of course, allegedly, in our opinion, you know, we have no definitive proof that, you know, JF made French fries out of his whole family. We don't know that. It's just very weird that his wife just disappeared out of nowhere after he abandoned her in the woods. And, you know, he apparently cleaned his house, deep cleaned his house, chemical style, before anybody could come and investigate to see where any traces of his wife went. Nobody's heard of her since. That's just very odd, but we have no proof that happened, though.
Again, it's beyond, outing Cog or talking shit about him, and some of these stories are funny, but this story's not funny. This is fucked up, and, I don't know. I don't...
Rekieta is also, he's also very honorable mission of, like, shitty people connected to the sector, yes.
I don't think you can talk any sense to Dan because he's Mongoloid, but I would hope maybe one day it doesn't turn out like you said, and there's a story to be told by
Agent Orange is 4. Agent Orange is 4. Thank you for the rage quit. The content spray guy is also pretty bad. It's pretty. Thank you for the 500 kicks.
His daughter to her father about what Uncle Cog did to her.
Well, she'll never say it to her father. She'll say it to a therapist.
You're right. Well,
she'll probably disown her parents because they did nothing. That's how that usually ends.
Now, let me, and again, this is a sore subject, obviously, but we were watching Cog's meltdown, and again, you said you wouldn't do the interview until he did what he did. Now, we both kind of knew he probably would do what he did, but you pointedly said, no, I'm not going to unless he, takes it further, which, of course, he did. And so here we are. Here we sit and have been sitting. During this, he has a complete meltdown about you, about your wife, saying all kinds of wild shit. But he said something in particular about your father's passing and your conversation. He alleged a conversation between you and your father while he was dying, having his last moments. Now, me in particular, who I didn't get to be with my father when he died, and I didn't get to be with my mother when she died. So this is like
Ralph, you didn't get to be with her, but that was kind of an on you issue, right? That was like mostly your fault there.
Really sore point for me in my life. But that's just a separate subject. But that's one reason why it stuck out to me so much, though, because I didn't have
I don't know, he's kind of making it sound like, well, I wanted to be by my mother's side, but I was off on business, taking care of some things. I was out there, taking care of my kids, and that's not exactly what happened.
That in my life, and I would give anything to have had that. And so it's a blessing to be able to see your parents off. And unfortunately, not everybody is able to do that. You were, and what he said about that interaction, now I know it's bullshit, but I just want to give you a chance to address it because I thought that was the most appalling part of his stream, full of appalling moments.
It was a purpose low blow. He wanted to get a rise out of me, like, immediately. He's been waiting for this, like. He's been probably losing his mind, wondering what I'm going to say. So he went for the low blow. He always does. To try and get you to react the way he wants you to. But I don't respond to that shit very well. Obviously, what he said, it would take an incredibly callous human being to go in and say anything like that. No, I bawled like a baby. It's my dad. He's dying. And I cried my eyes out. I apologized to him. But we had a tenuous relationship. I'm not going to lie about that. It was hard. But there was a lot of time lost is all I could think. Like, so much between us, and it was just so much time lost. And I said I was so angry for so long, and I was sorry for it.
Okay, so his brother was being a big asshole, basically. He was trying to rub the salt in the wound, basically. The point is that Cog is a cunt. Cog is a cunt. And very likely, I don't know, a pedophile. I don't know, bro. You got two brothers. You got two of your brothers coming out, and they're both like, yeah, he probably did do some weird shit with a 14-year-old. He was like drinking with and shit. We didn't know where her age was. That's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to this clip. What is this timestamp? 42 minutes. Right around here. Another clip we're stealing from Ethan Ralph again. And this time it's going to be Mike. Big Mike is returning. He had to pull up. Imagine having your brother having to return to your blood enemy's platform just to tell on you again, to tell how much of a piece of shit you are again. Ralph got fat, bro.
Works well.
Ralph has lost a lot of weight over the years.
Well, actually, I've never done a Twitter call. It works pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I live now?
Yes,
live?
You're live. You're on the air live right now.
Okay.
Allegedly, in our opinion.
Okay.
Now, how you been? First off, it's been...
This version of Ralph, he couldn't land Scarlett, right? He was too bloated in the face, right? He was too fucking big boned, right? Scarlett, she needed a thinner king. She needed the gut to be a little bit more in shape.
Many years since we spoke. How you been doing?
It's
a BBC queen has standards,
I've had quite a few bad years, but some good years now.
Why is he wearing Chiefs gear? Because he's a worshiper of Satan.
Are coming, so.
Well, you know what? I feel the same way about myself.
I've been in hospital though. I had a lot of things going on with my health, but I'm back on my feet now.
And I've had a few bad years, a couple bad years here and there, a couple good ones, and I feel like it's on the upswing now myself. So I completely understand that. And I'll tweet out the link. Let's see. First off, introduce yourself for those who don't know who you are, although I think most do.
Right. Well, I'm King Mike, apparently, according to everyone else. I'm unfortunately Cog's brother. I'm his older brother, who's had a lot of crap from Cog, basically, over music.
Christ hiss, thank you for $4.99. I was referring to the South Korean president. Fun fact, Kim Il-sung and Park Chung-hee were fighting before the Korean War. Park served Imperial Japan. Oh, well, that explains why he was so based. Grippy, thank you for $2. Tonka never took an L. 100-0. Einbreck, thank you for the $5 Canadian. Short Fat Otaku was one of the people to initially out JF as a predator related to potato hunting. Even the chaser can catch a W once in a lifetime. Gator, that is a legitimate W. Imagine the one time when everybody should have listened to Dev and we didn't. Gator H, thank you for $4.99. I remember doing fake Cog voice for Andy's live stream. Literally lives with another man's family because he's such a pathetic, poor piece of shit. All he has to do is get a job. Just go get employed. Fill out a job application anywhere, right?
It started off, I was doing music with him. I was making beats. And he got a little angry at me because I said that I would like a choice on whether I'm on the songs or not. And not for him to decide that, And he didn't like that. So he came around to my house.
He can't even make beats.
Trouble.
He can't even make beats, bro. He has to steal them. Bro, he's worthless, man. Even Review Tech USA, he could fucking buy one of those standard samples, right? And some built-in drums and make a very, the type of beats that middle schoolers make. And they think, damn, bro, I'm going to be like the next Metro, man. I'm going to be like fucking Jay Dilla, man. I'm about to have Drake and Kendrick on my next track, dude.
Started a fight with me.
He can't even do that.
Can't fight to save his life, so he ended up on the floor with his glasses all over the place.
He got his shit busted.
And
he can't fight either. Holy shit, dude.
Pretty much, I broke my finger moving him off my doorstep, basically. So what happened is I was really angry about that, so I told my mom about it.
Imagine being a wigger and you can't make, he's a wigger who can't have, baby mamas because he can't get a woman pregnant because he's shooting blanks. He can't make beats and he can't fight. Literally the worst wigger ever, bro. At least be able to, make shitty rap music and fucking fight and be able to, have a bastard kid every once in a while. Damn.
I just said, look, Mom, this is terrible what he's doing.
He's just poor. That's it. That's the only, wigger thing that he really has going for him. It's just that he's broke. All of the cool shit, right? All the cool shit, he doesn't have any of that stuff.
She then went and told my other brother, Luke, who's an absolute idiot as well, because he just can't understand anything. He just decides to start fighting me for nothing. He come round to my house and punched me in the face, based on, this is a week after Johnny and his stupidity. He come around and punched me in the face because he thought I'd upset my mum, or I tried to upset my mum, and I really didn't. So it was just a lot of wires got crossed there.
Yeah, 5 brothers.
But
Mama was fucking.
Yeah, after all Johnny's crap on the internet, I basically said something.
Apparently, they're all by like the same mom and dad, so good on them.
Think about
the last generation of British people who actually, the last generation of white British people who were fucking.
What he did when he was in his 20s, he literally had a relationship going on with this 14-year-old who he claims was 18 at the time. But I only found out like right after they broke up, when she told me that she's 14, you know? And he denied it, you know, and said, "Oh, well, I didn't know. I thought she was 18." But it's the same guy who was on the phone with me the other, like a few days before that, telling me how good it was with her, you know, and stuff like that. So it's pretty just.
Who's worse at making beats between Clog and RTU? Probably Clog, because RTU, at least RTU has good taste, even though he sucks. So the people who he's trying to copy, he does a very, very, very bad job, but at least he's going for something good, right?
Really.
If you're gonna be shit, at least have good taste.
What he did.
It's very, very disgusting. And before we get into that fully, so you're telling me you physically, and we talked about this before, you physically removed Cog from your home. Now, this is the second day in a row we've heard a story about Cog being physically removed from a home. So he was physically removed.
Yeah, I had to basically grab him off my doorstep, basically, and even annoyed my neighbor who'd come out. He was like, "What's going on?" And he was going crazy. So I had to get him down, kind of like on the floor. And I was kind of saying to him, "Look, I'm in a high rise. I live in a high up building." So I was saying, "Look, if you carry on, we're going to end up over the edge. You better calm down, you know." So I calmed down the situation and after he was scuffling around with me and I bust my finger, you know, he went on his way. But I
almost defenestrated Cog.
I didn't even know I'd hurt my finger till later, you know, because you don't feel it. And I noticed it later. And it was all swollen. I was like, "Oh man, no way! I've mashed up my finger, getting rid of this idiot." But yeah, he was just, you know, I don't understand him. He just can't handle no. He can't handle when someone said no to him. And I just said, "No, I'm not having you take over my beats."
Now, Johnny Average, he was not just removed by a girl, Ralph, from the Transon family. They jumped him. He was fighting like 4 or 5 people at once at one point. And, you know, he walked away and he did a show immediately after, right?
And then tell me.
Did he win? No. But hey, they didn't fucking knock him out.
When I can be on them and not. That's just ridiculous.
Same thing with Dan too. Dan, he made Ralph bleed and he put him on the ground a couple times. He didn't knock him out. Nobody has ever knocked out Ethan Ralph except Ethan Ralph. And that's something that you can like give to him.
Such a petty thing, really, to fight over, in my opinion.
Well,
I thought he could have just stayed at home, you know? He didn't have to come to my house. What was the need?
Also, mint salad is actually tough as fuck. So
but clout chasing, I guess. You know?
Well, that's the type of thing he does. And, you know, it all started, our beef, started because I said no to some debate that was supposed to be on Keemstar's channel, and then Keem didn't want to do it. And Cog picked it up, and he's like, "Okay, it's set up. Let's do it on my show." And I said, "Well, no, I was only doing it because it was on Keemstar's show anyway." And he...
Fair enough.
Which is right. I didn't even want to do it in the first place.
Is Teddy Feezer stream worthy? No, I could try though. I could try. You know what? Maybe we can make something happen. That's gonna have to be another Kick exclusive. Because if I try and stream 100%, I try and stream about Teddy on YouTube, it's like he's taking this bitch out. It's gonna be worse than Jeremy. He won't even give it a shot. He'll try and like take down my whole fucking channel, dude. Teddy's so fucking autistic. But we can try.
And then he started this. I mean, it's been 4 years now, right?
You'd think he'd be over it, but he's not.
No,
and what he did to you is disgusting from what I've seen. I mean, I didn't know about that because I've been out of this whole thing. I've not been bothering with it. And then Paul showed me the other day that he's gone to Portugal to attack you while you're on holiday, which is just he didn't attack you. He sent one of his little friends, his little gay boyfriend, to attack you. So.
Yeah, it was Dan. Dan the man. That was Dan's W. Dan was king that day in Portugal. He was the man of the streets. Cog was just the cameraman. He's basically the cuck, really. Just holding the camera while the actual action was going on in front of him. He was in the background watching these two vanilla gorillas go at it. King Kong and Godzilla throwing hands in the streets of Lipson.
Bit strange.
That's correct.
Do that.
And I didn't realize you'd been that disconnected from all this. Now, why did you do that? Just to
I just cut it off. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of some of the people in the family who side with him, you know? So I just got sick of it. I was like, right, well, I just don't need this anymore. I just cut it all off and just, trying to get on with my life.
Yeah, and I see a super chat that says arrest him.
Franco 5306 sent $1 on Rumble.
Arrest him.
But, yeah, and I had no idea that you didn't even know about that. You know, a lot of people been wanting to get you back on, obviously, to talk about the 14-year-old. We'll talk about that some more here in a second. But
there's something else, though.
Go ahead.
Today, even today, I've been getting strange messages from my mother, but I don't believe it's from my mother. I think somebody has, hacked her phone, and they're sending me strange messages warning me not to come on this show, basically. She won't speak to me again if I come on this show, which I just don't believe, because my mother she'd call me. She'd ask me, what's up, So that's another little thing that happened today.
So this
morning, I woke up to a big message from apparently my mother, but
so
yeah, it's weird.
It's insane, is what it is. Cog mailed, is what somebody said in chat. Yeah, spoofing numbers. I mean, that is definitely possible. I don't know if his Hindu hog knows how to do that or what, but
no idea.
Ralph's got some good ones. Ralph's got some good ones when it comes to Cog's wife. Hindu hog. What was it? The Bombay Buffet Buster. I think that's what he called her another time.
But it's strange because my mother wouldn't just send me a message like that, a big essay, and then just not say anything afterwards. It's so weird to me. So I'm like, he's basically using my mother to try and, guilt trip me into not coming on here and telling the truth, because he knows that he's been rumbled, So yeah, it's funny as fuck.
Yes, they are still married. His wife did try, at least on one occasion, to monkey branch to another British white guy, but with a job. She almost leveled up. But nah, she stayed with Cog. I guess there's something. He's on that gold plan. He's on that gold government housing plan. So she couldn't give that up. She couldn't trade that.
Fuck, really, when you think about it.
Well,
it's disgusting.
She thought it was a better bargain. It's like Chrissy Mayer trying to monkey branch from Friday Night Tights to the quartering. And it's like she has no idea what a terrible fucking bargain this is. Like, bitch, that branch is about to collapse and you're going to fall into a lake. You're going to fall into a river that's going to go over a waterfall. That's what's about to happen.
As well at the same time, because he's trying to act like I lied, and that's half the reason why I left the whole thing. I was like, I'm sick of people calling me a liar, because I'm not a liar. It's very difficult for me to lie. So when I say something like that, I hope people listen to me, but it's up to them, what they want to decide. But clearly, he shows constantly with his bad behavior that he.
Oh, really? So knives and okay, all right. I was always unclear with that. I thought that was his girlfriend before they got married.
Yeah, he can't admit fault. It's very hard for him to do that. He's not mature enough to see where he's gone wrong. And actually say something. But I don't know how he'd be able to get himself out of this. Because he's banged to rights.
I presume that you saying that fell apart. I felt like the marriage was on the rocks, but then they stayed together anyway because they're both like the dregs of British society and they really can't do any better than each other.
Everyone knows about it.
Everybody knows about it. And the thing is, how often, I didn't really get into this yesterday, but it seems like Cog is really big on trying to manipulate the family and ostracize people, or attempt to ostracize people out of the family.
As soon as he knew that I had a good relationship going on with my mother again, because I used to fall out with them, you know. But like, I've recently got really good relationship going with my mother. He's just not happy about that. And he's right now trying to destroy that. Clearly, if that was even my mother who sent me that message, I doubt it. But you know, I've still got to be thinking, you know, what if he has got in my mum's head, you know, and manipulated her as well because she's a nice person. He typically manipulates empathetic people, you know. He plays on that. It's really disgusting the way he does it. He likes to say that, what is it, we're disowned. And it's like, he couldn't be further from...
Oh, Cog's about to go live? Okay.
The truth. If anyone's disowned, it's him.
I wonder how he's going to react to a stream. But I don't know. He won't match this viewership. He's not going to match our viewership. I wonder how he's going to react to like the biggest Cog stream being bigger than his.
No one likes him in the family. I don't know anybody who actually likes him in the family, except for my mother, of course. But she can't help it. She's a mom, you know?
Well, right.
So,
yeah, I mean.
Mikey, aren't you scared of Clog Cope tweeting about you 100 times and making 20 videos about you? Well, I mean, he blocked me, so I won't even be able to see the fucking tweets, so it doesn't matter.
And that's, you know, it's her son, so I mean, I understand that.
He's a pathetic
I want to
person.
repeat. I literally talked to this dude once. I gave him one reply, and I said, hey, man, Bearing is offering you, he's basically doing you a favor, giving you the opportunity to talk to him on stream, and this will be like great for you, bro. This will be like the biggest viewership you've gotten in fucking years, like a decade, bro. Take it and be not retarded for once and like actually provide some entertainment and get yourself some views. And this motherfucker why? I was giving you good advice.
He is.
It just
he really is.
Like a constant thing from Cog. Okay, so we had you on 4 years ago, and we talked about
This isn't like me not going on or, you know, not letting Ethan Van Sciver come on my stream when he was demanding. He's like, let me on the stream. And I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck? Like, I would get nothing. I would legitimately get nothing out of having Ethan Van Sciver on my stream. Maybe there could have been like a fun blood sports moment there. But really, he's just going to bullshit and gaslight and try and lie on my stream. And then he would like go back to his stream and try and make content out of it. And, you know, I'm not about to do that favor. I'm not going to further distract this motherfucker when he should just be drawing. And that's what he should actually be doing. That's not the position that Cog was in. He has nothing but stuff to gain from going on with Bearing, regardless of the circumstances. It's like Jeremy with Yellow Flash. That would have been nothing. As long as he didn't go on drunk and he wasn't belligerent, he could have said something. He would have at least looked better by not looking like a bitch. But I don't know. You can't convince a lol cow. You can bring a lol cow to water, but you can't make it drink.
Beats, and we talked about you beating up Cog, and we covered some of this stuff already. But you put out a Vocaroo, I guess it was a year or two later, where you revealed the 14-year-old situation, and I played that on my show. Some people think that it was an interview that you did on my show, but that's not actually the case. I just got a hold of the recording and played it on my show. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure there was a few other shows that people were bringing me on. I remember chatting on other things, so it might have been that.
Yeah, it might have been. I'm not sure where it came from, but I played it on my show, and you know.
You don't know what Vocaroo is? Vocaroo is... Well, it's like this thing. It's like this website where you can make temporary recordings of something, and then the recordings like disappear after a while, right?
A lot of people.
It's like, let's say I want to make a recording of something and share it with people. I can just like make it on Vocaroo, and then I can share it there, and people can go and they can download it before it gets like deleted or something. That's basically what it is.
Credit it like where that's where they saw it, etc. So first off, what was the history of all that with the fort? Like, go into as much detail.
Yeah, the Keemstar DSP shit is another example of you can bring a lol cow to water, but you can't make him drink. DSP would have he would have had nothing but stuff to gain from going on lol cow live. $50,000. I bet he wishes he had did it now. There's no way that in the time since Keemstar made that initial offer that he's made, even that fucking Kino Casino stimulus package, that Kino Casino stimmy that Phil got during their little art together, he still would have made more money in the long run if he had just fucking taken Keemstar's dirty. But he could have literally just taken the money and then not showed up, and then Keemstar would have been fucked. And then he would have said, haha, I fucked over Keemstar and got $50,000 for nothing. But he didn't even do that, bro.
About that is possible.
So stupid.
Well,
because he's been trying to deny it for years.
He just popped up one day and, and let me know he had a new girlfriend, basically. And I was like, okay. Because we were all getting together for a family meal, I remember. And he was like, oh, I'm with this girl. And he's like, oh, can I bring her around just before we go out, basically? And I was like, yeah. So I thought she was 18. I didn't know any different. So he brought her around. She sat in my living room with me, with him. And they were very, very lovey-dovey. And I was thinking, I just didn't think anything of it. I just thought, well, just a relationship. He must have just got a girlfriend, It's only like much later, like a few.
Yeah, Phil does have. I said this in my original Review Tech USA documentary. Phil has more pride and more integrity than Review Tech USA. Too much. Like, ridiculous. He has no business being such a prideful person. He really doesn't. He's like, I don't know, bro. A person with your reputation and your lack of accomplishments, you should be way more fucking humble than you are. But he's not, and that stops him from doing certain things that would probably get him a win in the long run.
About a month later or so, like when they finished their relationship, when Johnny and her broke up, that she messaged me on Facebook, basically saying, I'm 14. And I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh, you're all disgusting. She was basically tying me in with him. And I was like, nah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I didn't even know how old you were. I thought you were 18. That's what he told me. But
area fet pedophile allegations, dude.
Yeah. And then she was just like, oh, and
they say that you're part of fucking Cog's Diddy cabal because, like, you let it happen. I didn't know you were fucking 14. I didn't know my brother was a monster. I'm sorry.
Blocked him.
If I would have known, I would have beat his ass and I would have stopped it. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Fucked off. And that was the end.
He beat his ass later. He's beat his ass. According to Mike, he's beat Cog's ass multiple times. Cog has literally never lost a fight against his older brother ever.
And that's the last I ever heard of her. But I do remember we did go out.
What if Mike is the reason why Cog is the way he is, right? Like, he fucking broke Cog's jaw and he hit his head against the floor too badly. And that's the reason why Cog is fucked up the way he is these days.
As well, we went out for a drink, me and my oldest brother, David. We both went out for a drink with Johnny and his girl. And we thought, she was 18. As we get to the door to go in, she's like panicking because she ain't got any ID. And I'm like, why have you not got ID? I thought you were 18. She goes, oh, I'm actually 17, right? And I'm like, okay. and we kind of just talked our way into the place because we all had ID. So we got in there, we all had a drink, and then after that, they all went home. But like about a month later, I got that message from her, and I was just like, what the fuck? We went out with a 14-year-old because Johnny dragged her along? What a fucking weirdo. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
And Cog says, here's what Cog says. Cog will say, she was actually 17. Okay. So you slept with a 17-year-old while you were in your late 20s? Is that what you're admitting? I mean, look, bro. I mean, that's not as bad as 14 when you're 14. That's not as bad. It's still terrible. It's still really fucking bad. It still makes you a nuts, right? But I guess, like, by the tiers of nutsness, you're not as horrendous.
Really?
Now, what do you think? What would possess him to do something like we've seen a lot of creepy behavior?
Desperation. He's a desperate guy. He can't. At the time, I don't think he was very good at getting any pussy, So he just was going for anyone. But
this is genuinely the lowest sewer level white trash saga I have ever heard of.
I know him.
And it's the family. It's the family sharing it. This is actually some Vickers shit. You know what? I think I finally understood why Cog has such a high affinity with Ethan Ralph and with the Vickers clan. It's because he is the British version of them. Right? Like, these guys, this is like prime white trash family. I guess they're all just attracted to each other, even across the ocean, right? Like, I don't know. They just like, you're attracted to your own kind.
He'll go for vulnerable people, the most vulnerable.
His family they were just on some British Ralph shit or some British Vickers shit.
He always does. So I guess that's what it was. He probably just saw that she was vulnerable. and probably homeless or something, typically, you know. And he's gone and got with her. So
yeah, and I see.
But it went on for a while. It wasn't just like a one night thing. He was pretty much in a relationship with her.
In the UK, it's not illegal. So, you mean like 17?
Right? Yeah, like a full on.
Well, apparently,
you mean like 17 is like age of consent? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually the case. I don't want to. Oh, am I going to do that? Well, fuck it. Other streamers have done it. Other streamers have done it. It's not going to put me on a fucking watch list or anything. Age of consent in the UK. Okay, so 16. Okay, so 17. Yeah, he wouldn't be, by the laws that be, by the British laws that be, him sleeping with a 17-year-old when he was 29 wouldn't make him a pedophile.
No.
It's still weird you would lie about it then. I mean, if it was legal and you weren't doing anything wrong, well, why do you keep changing the story so much, Kyle?
She was at all. Like, how can you be in a relationship with someone and not know how old they are, you know? It's weird.
I'm not buying that.
I don't buy it at all.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. And I see Dudley Didla in chat says this matches what Paul said about her family being upset about the drinking. He said her family was upset about the drinking. Yeah. It does match up with what Paul said.
Yeah, it is still, because it's like, look, bro, it's like you're about to be 30, you hitting 30, and you like fucking a drunk 17-year-old. That is still like, come on.
Yesterday. About the whole situation. Now, when you came out and told this,
does it make you Epstein? No, it's still bad.
Story. Of course, you know, I put it out there and made a big deal about it because I thought it was a big deal. And Cog has spent years denying it and attacking you. Specifically, when it first came out, he went on the attack against you again.
He attacked me immediately. Yeah.
Yes.
And so defensive. And like, it's just so weird.
Why would you want to fly that close to the ground anyway? That's something that I always wonder when I hear about dudes. It's like Anthony Cumia. I remember one time when I was listening to an old O&A shit. It was like after he divorced his first wife, and he was talking about how he was so eager to just get anything with a teen. And I was like, okay. Anthony was already in like his mid-30s, I think, at this point. And it's like, okay, get anything with a teen. Well, there are only two of those. There are only two versions of that you can get. And I don't know, that is kind of flying too close. Because, I don't know, personally, I wouldn't want to like date so low to where I have to be paranoid about, okay, can I check ID? I would, like, if you feel like you need to card a girl in the regular, you're probably flying too low. You should probably like raise the age up a bit, you know.
I know he knows it's true because I know it's true. And the thing is,
you'll say, well, you know, sometimes they lie and they get fake ID and they sneak into clubs and bars. I mean, yeah, and they shouldn't do that, and that's fucked. And that is kind of like reverse entrapment in a certain sense. But still, you should know better. Like, as a grown ass man, you should know better than to play dangerous games like that.
Really strange when he started getting mad at me. I could see it on his face. He was just so annoyed that I'd ever told anybody, you know. And he thought he would brush it under the carpet. He really thought it would go away. And I'm glad it hasn't gone away. Because I really thought, oh man, no one believes me, so I might as well just go, you know. I look like an idiot now. And then he tried that. He tried to make me look stupid, but, you know, time has told. And it's obvious he's a piece of shit. I mean, I'm not the first person he's messed with either over stuff, and it's not the first.
According to Pod Awful too, like he's caught examples of Anthony Cumia like liking Twitter posts of like underage girls, right? So I'm not. That's not my research. That's simply what I've heard from Jesse on Pod Awful. So you know, that's, I don't know. There could be something there.
This person he's tried to.
People like dudes who are in their late 30s, their 40s, their 50s, but who are still obsessed with fucking 18 and 19-year-olds. That's weird. It's one thing if, like, I don't know, you're addicted to young pussy. Surely you could just, 20s is, like, low enough. You really gotta go, like, fresh out of high. You really need them with the diploma still in their hand? Like, that has to be, like, a requirement. That's just kind of weird, dude.
To, you know, tar their name with,
like, you have them put on the schoolgirl outfit. It's not even a fetish because that's literally, they wore that outfit last week to their last week of school.
Shit, you know, he likes to pour. That's what Johnny does.
Why is Ralph putting up why is Ralph putting up these photos of Cog and his wife, dude? Like, what's up with this, man? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that,
Even
Ralph?
my mother. It's disgusting. But, you know,
it really is disgusting in every way possible. He has this creepy. Again, I don't know that you've been following Cog too much.
Big up, Sneebess.
I don't pay attention to him. He's an idiot. I find that if you pay attention to idiots like that, you become them. You know, so I can't even.
Kumia was caught buying presents off of a 13-year-old girl's wish list years ago. Ugh.
Look at him, he makes me sick.
Maybe he was trying to fuck her mom. You know, giving him the benefit of the doubt for no reason.
Yeah, and that's a
creepy motherfucker.
Understandable. And the only reason I've been giving him this much attention is because he's been fucking with me.
You know, sometimes I think that Anthony Cumia getting fired from O&A was actually a blessing in disguise, because I really do think that had he stayed in the spotlight for much longer, he would have been put in like a Diddy, Epstein, R. Kelly sort of situation eventually.
For years.
I understand.
And
he's been violent.
It's still fucked up how he like got fired. That is still gay how it happened, but still, it was probably the best for him.
Towards you. That is insane.
It's insane.
Especially when you're on holiday with your guard down. I mean, what a pussy. To send someone in as well. What an absolute soft cunt. Sorry.
No, I mean, well, it's as soft as it gets. You know, it would be deranged, you know, even to do that on your own.
But yeah, it's
not bring in a thug to do it on your behalf.
Travel though,
like pussy.
all the way to Portugal just to attack you. Like, what the fuck?
One of the most bizarre things ever happened in my life, and I've had a lot of bizarre shit happen.
I can't believe it, mate. But then again, when I think it's Johnny, I can believe it. You know, it's like, how low will Cog go? I've got a running thing that I keep saying to my brother. How low will this guy go? Lower than ever, mate. Seriously.
And now he's trying to manipulate your mother, either directly or sending her
either
messages.
He's doing that, or he's cloned the phone and something's happening there. I really don't know yet. We're still investigating it.
Yes, the O&A shit did end up connecting to Patrick Tomlinson somehow. Patrick Tomlinson, by the way, recently he got into a settlement agreement with the city of Milwaukee, and they gave him over $500,000 in the settlement agreement. So he finally, after all these years, Patrick Tomlinson finally got a W on the fucking stalker children. And, you know, I don't know, he got $500,000 settlement because the cops kept showing up to him because he kept getting swatted so much. So
bit weird. But I doubt my mother would cut me off for being on a show with you. So
yeah. Well, I would hope not. And
I just don't see that happening. If it did, I'm in shock that my mom would even do that. But, you know, the truth's got to get out there. And he's not a nice person. He's a piece of crap. He's treats people like rubbish. And he's not only that, he's also done some real dodgy stuff with very young girls in the past. So that's why I brought it up, because I knew I had something on him. I was there like, oh, he's gonna diss me now. He's gonna rip me. Well, I've got something on you, mate, that you can't live down. And I said it. And it felt cringe to even say it, to be honest. I feel sick even thinking about what he did, you know? But
well, that's what Paul said yesterday.
Got to get out there because he's got people who...
Yesterday. That's what Paul said yesterday. He's having the brothers on back-to-back. Imagine the mom watching this kill stream. Imagine the mom realizing that she raised Jonathan Harris as her son.
Following people like this guy.
Imagine the mom realizing that this is her fault.
Right, people giving him money.
She probably drinks herself to sleep every night.
I don't understand it. Like, stop giving that guy money. He's a pedo. He's a freak. And he takes advantage of people, manipulates the...
I mean, who's giving Cog money, really? Nobody's giving him money. Bro's like preaching to a choir that doesn't even exist. It's like, oh, stop giving Cog money. Who? Like, what, there are like 5 people. You mean Medicare Fembot? Is that the only person who gave Cog money? Can't remember anybody else. Anyway, we're going to move on to this now. Where's the timestamp for this? So this is this right? Is this the correct timestamp? Let me see. Oh, no. Ah, shit. Let me check something real quick. One day I will finally figure out this setup. One day I will. And then I won't have to keep pausing awkwardly like that. Okay. So the timestamp should be only 44 minutes, I think it is. Yeah, 44 minutes. Right here. A little bit. Okay.
I think there's people. One was that. Nope, I don't remember when. I don't remember when Bering would win an argument. Oh, I remember. I do. I remember when he's had like feminists on his show before, and he sat there and just shown them how retarded their argument is. 100%.
Wait, hold up. No. What the fuck? No, it was all the way at the beginning. Why am I going here? That's not the timestamp.
Content will change when it comes to drama and shit.
Okay, there you go. So to tell you what happened here is that this is just from 5 days ago, not even a week ago. This is when his feud with Bering started. This is where all this drama started. Well, this is where the drama ended. A new arc has started now. Basically, he was not able to successfully cash in on the drama between the quartering and the Kino Casino. Literally everybody else did. We all fucking made bank, right? All of us just made videos and streams. We got so many memberships. We got so many donos, people who like the casino, people who don't like the casino. We all did great, except for Cog. Cog is the only person who got nothing. He just lost, right? And in the end, he ended up beefing with Bering, his hero. I guess Bering has secretly been this motherfucker's hero this whole time, right? Imagine having 4 different names for your social stuff: Rumble, Discord, YouTube, and honestly, I don't understand, like, you know, being all over the place like that. I feel like I'm already like as maximized as I can be over here on YouTube and on Kick. I really can't imagine going beyond that. I really don't see the point. I feel like you should just pick 1 or 2 platforms and you should just focus on those and, you know, just be done with it. But, you know, I'm not somebody who's trying to pinch every little fucking penny because I only have 30 people who watch my shit in total. Anyway, in the end, he lost, and he said that he was going to walk back away from the drama because there's no point to it. The drama is just negativity, and everybody is a liar, everybody's a grifter, everybody's a backstabber. What it really is that he looked fucking retarded. He looked dumb. He looked like a fool, and now Bering is bullying him, and he keeps arguing with Grok to get Grok to admit that he's not a pedophile, and that, yes, Andy Worski is a doxer and a pedophile, actually. And Grok is like, well, no, I actually can't. That's not actually factually accurate, Cog. I'm sorry. Those things you keep trying to get me to say, I don't know, man. That's not really true. So he's arguing back and forth with Grok, and Grok is taking Bering's side, which is only making him more upset. And this all ends with him just saying, fuck it, I'm done. Now, he's not done because talking about drama is literally all he has. He only has like 3 things he does. He talks about fucking Ralph. He plays shitty video games. And he fucking talks about the Kiwi Farm. That's it. That's all his content. He doesn't have anything else. He's had the same content format for like 12 years. And it hasn't put him any success. But he's still not going to give it up, right? So yes, Grok W. So we're going to watch him go on this giant fucking seed session. And I might actually have to put this shit on higher speed so we can get through it in time.
Oh my days. Chat, how's everyone today? I am feeling like absolute shit. Pretty sure I've still got a low-grade fever or something like that. Gosh.
Gel Music, thank you for the $2. She can always go back to SD on Craigslist.
Look, this is possibly the last show that I'm ever going to do, right? When it comes to drama and shit like that, I can't be asked.
Man, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
No one actually cares about honesty anymore.
The drama tuber says this is going to be the last time he ever makes a stream on drama. Okay.
Everyone just wants someone to go for someone who's bigger and then talk about random shit that has nothing to do with them. That'll then get promoted everywhere until it's like, you're just having a stupid conversation with retards on the internet where you're like, well, that's not real. And then it becomes, oh, but it is, but it is, I don't know. It's like, but it's not real, is it? Like, it's just, and I'm just done with this, guys. I'm absolutely done with being the guy who's constantly like, oh, you're just pretending to be retarded. Okay. That's where we're at. We're at the point of You're just pretending.
No, his goal is not $10. It's $100
to be retarded. Okay.
Come on, he has very small goals, but they're not that small. You know, he still dreams too.
We're at the point of listen and believe where the people who called it out years ago are now all on the listen and believe bandwagon. Oh, and I just feel shit. I feel sick. I feel ill.
He made mentally ill. Grok and Bering gave him like what's that new shit that's like rocking the globe? Hantavirus? They gave him Hantavirus.
But you know what? I'm leaving it up to chat. Chat, you get to finally make the decision, the nail in the coffin, okay? I honestly don't give a shit either way which it goes. It's my job, right? So I don't care either way. All I'm going to do is tell you the truth, which is this. If we had 100 today in support, and I'm not doing a huge show, if we had 100 in support today, I will continue to cover Ralph drama, any other stupid drama, Josh Moon.
This is so lame. This is like, look, if you guys give me support, I'll actually put on an interesting show and actually put some effort into my content. But if you don't, I'll be lazy. What if you actually, here's what you do. This is like, give me fire and then I'll throw in the wood. No, bro, you fucking throw the wood in first and then we can make the fire. Give us a show and then we'll give you support and money. You can't ask for the support and money. This is literally what DSP does. Like, I'm gonna give you guys the entertainment. I'll give you the content after you like pay me first. It's like, no, bro. This isn't a fucking movie theater. We aren't paying for a ticket.
Right? Oh,
this streaming shit is the equivalent to, we're just those guys who play the guitar or the drums or piano or whatever, like in the subway or like right outside like town square or some shit like that and wait for people to throw money in hats or throw money in our guitar case. That's what the fuck we are. We got to put on a show first and then we get the money. Whoa, the fuck? Oh, there you go.
And if not, the content will change forever. And I mean forever. I don't care about if Ralph does something in the future. Fuck it. Go and watch Mersh talk about it. I don't give a fuck. Go and watch anyone else talk about it. No one cares.
Go give other people money and support. Go away. Leave me alone.
It doesn't matter.
I don't want to put on a show. Go give Mersh money. Imagine saying go give Mersh money. Imagine being that fucking bitter that you tell people to go give money to Mersh instead of you.
You have to be honest about the guy. You don't give a shit. People are just going to laugh at it, right? They just need something to laugh at because I guess people are just broken these days. They can't laugh at the reality of someone's life. They need to make stuff up about them to feel like they've got some sort of win on the internet. And I think I'm just done with that. I think I'm absolutely done with that, as most people would be. When it gets to the point, like even like today, we've got to go through.
Larry Wheels got dumped and beat up. What?
The fall of Bering. Bering used to be able to have the balls to have a conversation with someone. He used to be able to take on board confrontation and actually have a back and forth. Now he's just a guy who repeats the talking points of Kino Casino. Any video he makes has to have some sort of clip of Kino Casino in there. And as I demonstrate today with receipts, as I always fucking do, Bering has done this because he's been dropping in viewership on his channel. However, every time he talks about something that the Kino Casino have been talking about...
Okay, hold on, big brother. Come on, hold on, big brother. We gotta, real quick. Hold on, before we do anything real quick, I just want to check real quick. Okay, so Jeremy still somehow gaining views and subs with the shorts alone, somehow. He's working that magic. He's doing some fuckery. I would not be surprised if he loses his channel because of the shit that he's doing. But let's look up Bering real quick. How is Bering doing? Because apparently Bering is done. Bering's channel is on the outs. What the fuck? I can't find it. I can't find his channel. Where is fucking Bering, dude? There's gotta be another. Hold on, let me see. Okay, let's just go to Bering's. No. Here's what we'll do. We'll go here. And we'll go here. We'll take that. Now we'll go back to Social Blade. And then I'll put that in there. What the fuck? That did not work. Okay, there you go. All right, C+. Hey! I don't know, bro. I don't know. Bering seems to be doing... There's a dip there, right? But, you know... I don't know, he seems to be doing pretty fine. Oh, he was killing it. He was killing it in fucking early 2025. This is way better than what I would have expected from like an old school skeptic YouTuber. Way more. Old School's commentary channel. Let's see, we just go to Bearing's channel. We can just look at it real quick. I don't know, bro. These are better views than what Jeremy gets. This is better than Quartering's views. The Quartering versus the casino. Even Bearing was eating off of Jeremy, bro. Oh, you got a Sticks video. 30K. That's probably the most amount of views any video related to COG has gotten in a very long time. Now, let's do something. Let's go to COG's world. What does COG's social blade look like? I don't even have to look. We already know. But still, let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. Let's see. We got C-. Wow. Wow. Wait, hold up. 67. You lost 68 videos, bro? What the fuck happened? Holy shit. Oh my God. That's terrible, dude. That's like actually awful. And he was already, you guys got to understand, COG's channel has never been doing great. COG's channel has never been doing all right. So, like, I don't even know how it's possible to keep failing like this when you're already near the bottom. Holy shit. Bearing admits that he fell off a few years ago when he got in trouble with drinking, but he's been killing it in the last year. Yeah, I don't know. He looks like he's doing fine to me.
He sees a peak in his viewership, and so he's just chasing the views. That's all he's really doing. And I guess people get to that point where they just chase views instead of actually having any sort of, you know, any sort of integrity and any sort of sincerity. It's just gone. That shit's gone down the shit.
Integrity,
they just give a fuck about
sincerity.
making a paycheck. And that's honestly where I should be getting to.
COG is the only dude with integrity and sincerity. He's the only real nigga left on the internet.
As well,
all these fucking fakes and frauds and shit.
Should just give a fuck about making a paycheck over being honest. Honesty doesn't pay the bills. It's been paying the bills. It's been helping out this, that, and the other. But my God, the amount of money I could get for just making shit up and writing fucking scripts based on absolute insanity. Do you know what I mean? And right now, I've got a bunch of people who lick bear.
You should do more of that then. Fucking get out of that fucking Section 8. Well, they don't call it Section 8 in the British Isles. But you know, Jack, thank you for $5. It's sad that COG tries to insert himself in any drama, and sadly, he's known as the guy who dated a 14-year-old. Sad, pathetic.
Because
that is his legacy. He literally has nothing else. The only other thing he could claim, he has like a claim to fame to, is beating up Ralph in Portugal, which was not him. His little fragile baby boy hands did not even touch the Ralph mail. That was Dan.
Post now on me, obviously. Very upset with me calling him salty. Once again, don't call Bearing salty. You will have him seized. He will probably block you on the internet. It's
everybody else who's seething.
Okay? I see Red Panda, 24
you
months.
sound like
that's
a
right,
COG bod.
with your 2-year membership there. See, I don't want to get rid of the stuff because I know people are on their memberships and stuff like that. But we've got a goal today, chat, and I'm telling you what we're covering. We're covering some of the Bearing stuff, and then after that, we're going to be going on to literally watching what I think I've got 3.
Wait, hold up. Wait.
Membership there. See, I don't want to get rid of. I see Red Panda, 24
you sound
months.
like
That's
a
right,
COG bod.
with your 2-year membership there. See, I don't want to get rid of the stuff because I know people are on their memberships.
Okay, 2-year membership. $5. Only like $5. A 2-year membership is $5? Jesus Christ, bro.
And stuff like that. But we've got a goal today, chat, and I'm telling you what we're covering. We're covering some of the Bearing stuff, and then after that, we're going to be going on to literally watching what I think I've got 3 videos on.
A year's worth of COG's content is worth $250. Not $250, but $2.50. That's how much a year's worth of COG's content is.
DSP or something like that, which I'm going to put into today's show. If we hit 100, I'll even extend out the show a little bit longer. It really is up to people, whatever they want to do today. If that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but also it fundamentally changes the show entirely, as I'm just not going to be covering drama anymore. I just don't see the fucking point. I just don't see the point. It doesn't get you anywhere. What's the point of being the honest guy on the internet when everyone just hates on you for being honest to the point of lying about you and pushing lies about you as if it's real? Like, what's the point? Like, it is the most soul-crushing, soul-destroying thing to see people literally cheer on bullshit, lies, made-up stuff, and they all allegedly...
What reason would your brothers have to say that shit about you? Like, what could you possibly do? Okay, maybe you could say Ralph and Worski and PPP and Josh and all these other guys, they just hate me and they spread these lies because they're fucking haters and detractors and whatnot. Why would your brothers, what have you done to your family to make your brothers hate you that much that they would share that to begin with?
came from a community that was calling out bullshit, and they were calling out feminist bullshit and left-wing bullshit. But it seems as long as the right wing do it, everyone sucks dick, and I'm just done with this. I feel like there's no point. I mean, I don't mind talking about politics in shows. I don't mind talking about body cams in shows or going through crazy news. That's probably what the show will just be called.
Oh, that's his other shit, is that he says talks about politics. He's one of those guys where like they watch the news. He watches BBC all day, right? He watches BBC Hypno News. And he says he like reacts to it every once in a while. He'll stop like a 10-minute clip of silence to just add in a little ad lib. And then he says that's commentary. And that's his political analysis, right? Like a step below, a few levels below Ralph, if we're being honest. And also he watches a lot of body cam footage. And that's his content.
Will just become something completely outside of drama, because drama is boring as fuck. It really is boring as fuck. Will it bring in views? Will it bring in support? Oh, I'm sure it will. Oh, I'm sure it will. But it's just,
how is it boring then?
It's detrimental overall. It's just constantly detrimental because I won't.
I don't know, bro.
Lie about the information.
I'm a drama tuber, and the drama that's been hidden. Drama's been hidden for me. I don't know what you're doing wrong.
And not lying about the information doesn't get me anywhere, because people really want, like, people want me to read through Kiwi Farms and then just repeat it as if it's my talking point, so they can all go, oh, I thought that too, oh, which is how Kino Casino does their entire shtick. PPP sits there paying attention to Kiwi Farms, repeats it all back to them. They all suck his dick to the point that he does a show with Josh Moon, and obviously everyone starts sucking each other's dick based on clout, and it's kind of obvious to see this, but it doesn't change the way that it is. So anyway,
the cabal.
It's good to see everyone here.
The Kiwi cabal.
I guess that's Adams L. Groiper or something. The quartering one's on. I doubt it. Good to see you getting the gold. Cried saying 07 getting the silver, and IR saying sup getting the bronze. Good to see you. 07 at work and lurking, says the moon. Well, you just listen, you just enjoy, buddy. Here you go. I'm still ill, if you can't tell. Hey, I could get.
He's got that.
Probably show you my logo.
He's got that hentai virus.
Great fever.
That hentai virus is fucking with him.
As I do this shit show today. All Fox in the chat, 07. Everyone, good to see you. Silver saying yo. I'm got Fed Up Canadian in the chat there as well. 07 Cog chat, good to see you. I'll be doing good. MA saying, Lord Groiper's a faggot. You're getting blown the fuck out by 12% Jewish down at Bill's area. And also, hello Cog chat. Honesty is the most despised thing in the world. I know, and I just feel like I need to stop doing content. I can't do drama content because I'm too honest about the drama, and I won't sit there and just shit on someone.
It's because he always inserts himself into the drama, and then he gets blown the fuck out. And then he gets so fucking mad, he just slinks back to his fucking cuck chair. Right, and he says like, oh, everybody else is so mean to me. I'm the only man with integrity. I have nothing but good people in my chat. Right, he acts like he's the most righteous man on the internet every single time.
Don't like, people have literally, I don't know why that was a negative.
He'll be back to do the same shit over again, because, you know, he can't help himself.
That people, when they made shit up about Ralph and his ex-wife having a sex tape with Digibro, which wasn't true, by the way, to this day, still is a false thing. I got hated on at that point just for telling you that it wasn't real. And everyone else was like, oh, it's just jokes, bro. We're just pushing this bullshit as much as we can. And they do this about everybody. They do this about everybody. Obviously, they've done this to me. You've seen this with the quartering. And they may have a couple of things right when it comes to the quartering or something, but it doesn't change the fact that half of this is just based on his fucking retarded reaction to him.
Bro doesn't understand what gilding the lily is.
Dino.
Like, everything that's said on the internet is supposed to be super serial. I'll be honest, you shouldn't take anything that anybody on the internet says, including me. If I try and tell you something, it is not just my opinion. I'm trying to tell you a fact. And there is nothing that you can find to substantiate it, right? Like, there's nothing that you can like quickly look up, or I haven't presented a receipt beforehand, or I'm not referencing somebody else's receipt. You shouldn't take me serious, right? You should take me half serious until you can like clarify the thing that I just told you is true. And that you should do that to everybody, including me, right? Otherwise, you can just say, oh, no, man, people just like to joke on the internet. You just got to take it for what it is.
Gosh, just another broken person on the internet. All I've got right now is hundreds and hundreds.
Brad Kornman, thank you for $5. I mean, the casino has every right to hate him because he called Andy a PDF and said that having all male coke orgies in Vegas in Medicare, Massachusetts.
Hundreds of broken people.
I don't know about the orgies, but there is a possibility they were doing coke in, you know, Vegas or whatever.
Just sucking Bearing's nuts right now because Bearing decided to get angry at me on the
See, that's another thing, right? It's like somebody's gonna be like, oh, they were doing coke in fucking Vegas and shit. I have no proof of this. I don't have it on fucking camera or anything. They could have been doing fucking whatever in Vegas. I don't fucking know.
Internet.
You don't take everything on the internet so serious.
Why do I call him salty? Because he's crying over, what, a year, 2-year-old content? Up to 7-year-old content that quartering apparently got rid of from like a BitChute channel or some shit. and he took it off their YouTube channel. And so Bearing's really upset about this, and he can't talk to Jeremy privately about this, because obviously he'll get more ass pats from talking about it publicly, because Kino Casino will cover it, right? It's quite obvious to see the play that's happened, but hey, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Quartering incorrect, obviously, in the whole thing, because he started by saying it was flagging, and then he was like, no, I just took it down. Just say, he should have just gone, yeah, I took it down. Who gives a fuck? Oh, no, 7-year content. Excuse me, cunt, but you're the one, aren't you right now just jumping on Kino Casino dick and riding it, Mr. Salty Bearing? Aren't you the one doing that right now? Shitting all over your friend of 7 years? So Bearing wants you to know that he's got 7 years of...
He lied on him. Like, Jeremy lied on Bearing in Dankula and said it was actually them who did the shit. Like, it's like, how is he not supposed to not take their side?
Streaming with Quartering that he cares so much about. That's why he just...
Why am I supposed to stand by a friend who keeps lying to me and gaslighting me and keeps trying to include me in the drama by blaming me for shit that I didn't do? Why should I take... Obviously, that guy doesn't value our friendship that much, so why should I do it?
Chat on that entire fucking friendship to suck Kino Casino dick. Now, one in the chat, if you totally understand how insane that is, right? And two, if you're like, nah, Bearing was in the right. He was totally in the right to get angry at the Quartering and stuff like that, even though he'd literally just shot on him recently and told him, you know, wouldn't listen to any of his conversation, wouldn't even listen to his DMs. That's it. He wasn't happy. That's the reality of the situation. And it's just stuck there. It's stuck there.
Seg, thank you for the $5. Wait, should we take what you just explained to us about taking you seriously? No.
Little groper faggots, yeah, they are. Dr. Beats, I say, no, people demand to be scams for fake porn of sex to girlfriends. Yeah, they do. It's okay, though. Clout chasing for dollary dues leads to a very big downfall. There are many such cases. Yeah, not in this area of the internet. I would say Marty 07. Crispy Cracker, what a cock in chat. 07, good to see you. Wifey saying 07 to chat. She's also saying YouTube's having an issue as well. Sometimes I post messages if you're having that issue. You're not the only one on the app, specifically. Red Panda with 24 months here. A lot of these people suffer from George Costanza syndrome. It's not a lie if you believe it, right? That's just how it is. Mr. Self-Destruction saying Bearing only makes a video if he has an ad for it every single time. And if he can get extra views on that, obviously those ads mean more to him. So what does he do? He's been jumping on everything the Kino... I mean, he literally only just talks about Styx, Hex, and Hammer. What's the first thing he does? He puts a Kino Casino clip in there. I'm like, bro, are you just watching...
We just looked at his channel. That is not all he talks about. But if he was, there should be more people talking about Styx, Hex, and Hammer. We talked about Styx last stream. There's plenty of shit to talk about when it comes to Styx. He is like undervalued drama. We were talking about Styx. People were talking about Styx, and then like the drama started to go towards fucking the Quartering. The Styx drama is still ongoing, and it's still amazing. In my opinion, it has always been better than the Quartering drama, but the Quartering, because he just like went full retard in the last few months, just like overtook everything else.
That content.
If he would have just stayed chill, it would have never gotten that bad.
Just doing a video based on what they've said now, because that's all it seems to be. It's not even a Bearing video anymore. It's just, what did the Kino Casino say? Here's Bearing echoing what they said. I mean, it's really fucking sad right now. It really is. Oh, gosh. And again, I've just got a lot of people seething right now, as you're going to get from people. I'm just blocking people because there's no point. I can look at a question and I'm just like, none of you fucking people are good faith people. You're just upset because Bearing is upset because I called him salty. Why is he salty? Because old content got deleted by Quartering after he decided that he wasn't going to be friends with Quartering anymore. Which is basic. I mean, you can tell me if you didn't see that. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. I saw Kino Casino bombard Quartering with "You Got Us Banned," even though they were banned for ban evading. Bearing decided to jump on this bandwagon and start riding Kino Casino dick until it jizzed up in his asshole, which is obviously what he was after. And obviously, when you call him out for this stuff, he gets upset. He gets so upset he has to repeat lies about you while you're literally showing...
And let's just do this chatter here. And people like Sydney suddenly just come out of the woodwork. Funny how she does this every time someone she worked with turns out to be a piece of shit. Well, I mean, look, bro, we went over it in my documentary. We already know Sydney's got some shit in the DMs. She's got some shit saved, some crazy shit that Jeremy has been like sending her over when they were working together and whatnot. And I don't know why. Maybe Jeremy had her sign an NDA. Maybe he has blackmail over her. But she's got shit that could literally ruin his life or like potentially his marriage. And for her own reasons, she's not sharing it though.
Him receipts of Andy Warski, he has to lie about stuff. Man.
Honestly, I feel like Sydney is just sending out warning shots. She's just like letting them know, like, hey, bro, don't forget, I got some stuff in the drawer. I got some stuff in the hard drive right now that could fuck your whole shit up. You think that it's bad now, I can make it way worse. You don't back up.
And now because he's fallen out with Quartering, obviously, and Quartering has got rid of his old content. I mean, they've not done a show in over a year, but how dare he get rid of a bunch of old content on an old channel, which they're never going to do a show on in the future, because obviously...
Sydney Watson is another example of, like, a woman who, like, did failed career monkey branching. She went from Elijah Schaefer in The Blaze to Jeremy Hambley in The Publica, which I guess briefly it was actually a boon for her because it did help her get back on her feet. And she managed to swindle this goofy simp ass motherfucker Jeremy Hambley out of $2,500,000. So, you know, it did work out in her favor. I don't think that Chrissy is going to be able to pull that. I don't think Chrissy has the I don't think she has the business acumen of a Sydney Watson. I don't think she's going to be able to swindle. She's going to be able to pull the wool over Jeremy's eyes like Sydney did.
You're not friends with him anymore, Bearing. Obviously, right? Everyone can see this. But you know why you used to have Quartering on the show, Bearing? Because you're a big fucking clout-chasing dick rider. That's right. 7 years you were friends with this guy, but now you can call him out? God, you sound like the Quartering and his Magic the Gathering pedo friends.
They act like they were on the phone this whole time. Like all of these years, like every other night they were on the phone together, fucking laying on the bed, kicking their feet up in the air and shit.
Right? You guys are fucking weird. All of you are just fucking clout-hungry faggots. It's disgusting. It's disgusting what you've all become. Man, I'm done with it. There's no point talking about the drama because I'm not the same. They're not like us. We are people who will sit here and be honest, and I can't do the clout chasing stuff. I can't bring on someone onto my show without asking them hard questions about themselves. So no one will come on the show anymore. It's just sad shit.
Why is Cog so mad about Dankula and Bearing not liking their own content being deleted? Well, Cog can't relate because he's never made a piece of content that was that valuable to him ever. All of his shit is just slop. That if he got deleted tomorrow, he wouldn't give a fuck because who the fuck is like, nobody in history, nobody on earth has ever said, man, that one Cog video that's lost to time, I wish we could go back, man. That's a fucking classic. I play that shit every other day. Like at least once a month, I have to come back to that one Cog stream and just like relive it. Nobody has something like that when it comes to Cog's content. So he can't relate.
And then you get these people very upset, obviously, because Bearing's pointed stuff out today. So they turn up here and I'm just like, no time for you. No time for you. Oh, man. Look, I'm going to read through chat, right? It's good to see everyone here. And I don't want to, I hate just being silent and like, I'd rather just read chat. So good to see, obviously, a mood on both of them. Mario Fox 07, everyone. Anyone missing? Jose Mario 07, Crispy Cracker, what a cock in chat 07. I think I'm missing. Am I missing anyone? Mr. Self-Destruction. Bearing only makes videos if he has an ad for it. Yes, we're going to go through that in a second.
How can you miss somebody? How can you miss somebody in your chat, bro? Your chat hasn't even moved. His chat moves at like, we were talking before about how the Quartering's chat moves like molasses, despite him claiming to have thousands of concurrent viewers every fucking day. It moves slower than my chat. Right? My chat on Rumble, right? It only has how many people? Oh, hey, we got 126. Got 126 people in that bitch over there at Kick. Nice. But yeah, his chat moves super slow. Cog's chat it's like 10x slower than Jeremy's chat on the slower. I don't know how he could miss anybody.
Salty Bear, yeah, Salty Bearing. It's so sad. Tiberius in the chat saying, came across your channel a week ago, first through X. A lot of people are finding my content through X. This channel is shadow banned by YouTube. If you want to get over to the Rumble channel, you'll always be able to stay on top because the moment YouTube gets rid of us, and I guarantee you there are people flagging me down.
Actually, if you believe what Sydney was saying on Camelot the Liar's show, Sydney was not making that much either. Well, I mean, I guess that would make sense too. That would track too. Both theories are equally possible. That Jeremy spent $250,000 just to simp on a woman, or Jeremy just wasted $250,000 because he's a really, really bad businessman and he just wastes money on everything, on every business, capitalistic venture he attempts. He always just burns money in the process. Either is true. It could be a little of column A, a little of column B.
I get emails of people trying to sign into old Microsoft accounts I don't use anymore, and I'm like, what the fuck? Here's a. By the way, I've got like constantly got two-factor authentication. Anything you try and hack like a retard is just going to send me a message to tell me you've attempted. It's just stupid. And I was so confused because I was like, I don't even use that fucking account, but people are still retarded and people are still salty. And I'm dealing with this just like anyone else is who can actually be honest about the situation. You deal with trolls, you deal with angry people who can't accept reality. Remember when the feminists used to do this and flag people down and shit? It's just Kino Casino and their audience.
Remember the good old days? Remember the skeptic days, guys? Remember the anti-SJW days? Man, it's just like that. This is problem. He hasn't moved on. He has the same format as all the way back in the good old days. Look, dude. Everybody from the skeptic era who's doing good now has moved on from the good old days. They've redefined themselves. They've found a new style, right? Sargon's did it. Shoe on Head has done it. Fucking Crowd has done it. Warski is doing it. Now it's like they haven't completely changed their format around, but they've adapted. They've evolved with the time somewhat. You gotta evolve, God.
Tell them about Warski being a pedo. They don't want to talk about it. Even Bearing can't, because Bearing can't call out Kino Casino because he's now currently getting clout off them and views off talking about the content they have and clipping them to put in his show. It'd look really bad for him to suddenly call them out. Oh, but he's not worked with quartering for a year, so he's going to jump on that dick of the Kino Casino and start calling
your
out.
E-Daddy who failed you. Bearing has done it a little bit.
Quartering. And
Bearing's content is actually a lot like his old content used to be, but like there's better editing. Like I can tell that he's like switched up stuff a little bit.
Quartering decides to get rid of some old content, and you stupidly.
I think he's funnier now. I watched some I watched his COG video, right? And that shit was funny. Maybe it's because I was invested in the story, but I found that shit would be very funny.
You are stupid, because you told him
but Bearing's always been pretty funny, so.
Flagged. You should have just turned around and said, no, I got rid of it. Why? We're not friends anymore, Bearing.
You know, yeah, Jared did adapt it. Jared did adapt. He didn't adapt in a very good way in the long run, but at least he did, like, he was successful for those couple years there because he did adapt to things.
Stop acting like a bitch. Stop acting like a bitch, right? Stop sitting there like anyone cares about what. So are we pretending to be friends now, Bearing? Like, do you know what I mean? He could have not been a bitch about it, but people can't do this because they're always trying to be friendly or some sort of gay shit, right? I hate it. So, and this is what you get. You get this just constant clout chasing, dick sucking, and Bearing is currently doing this now. Bearing, who is...
Sydney says she worked for free on a news site? Really? Okay. I haven't watched the Camelot interview, right? Because it's like, again, nothing against Camelot, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, bro's reputation precedes him for a reason, and he's kind of proved it with the Chrissy Mayer DM shit, that there's a reason he still has that reputation after all these years. And I'll have to watch it eventually just for research sake. Not like I'm about to make like a new video about this shit right away, but you know, it's good to keep the shit in the back, you know, just to know beforehand, but still.
Been on my show in the past, so he knows full well he could come on a show and have this conversation, but he doesn't want to. He wants to sit in the corner of, I'm just going to yell stuff that's not true, because then everyone will bombard you with shit about you that's not true. Ha ha ha, that's the troll these days. And it's just like, yeah, but this is why we carry on. This is why I enjoy to do the show. But as I've said to chat, and I don't give a fuck, today is the last time I'm going to do this, right? Today is the deciding factor. I'm ill. Should I take my temperature? Should we find out just how ill I am right now as I do this?
Oh, that's amazing content. Let me take my temperature and show you guys how much this hentai virus is kicking my ass. Amazing content. Thank you, Jack, for another $2. Cog's mad because there's no ethics in sector journalism.
How much I'm dying here? The quartering stuff is forced. Even the Chrissy Mayer stuff, she could have lied to Brittany Venti or whatever, etc. I don't care. Why does anyone care? Who in the sector watches her regularly? No one gives a fuck, man.
No one gives a fuck, which is why Brittany Venti is getting the views that she's getting. Bro, just like, it's like he hates the idea of content. It's like he hates the idea. See, somebody like Phil, it makes sense. Because one, he's not a drama YouTuber. He still participates in drama a lot, right? But he's not like, he's a gaming guy. So it makes sense for him to be so prideful and say like, oh, I'm above that. Cog, you're not above that. You come from this. This is what you've like soaked yourself in for years. You should be all over this. But instead you just like abscond it. You just let the content slip through your hands like you are with Bearing right now. You should do the stream with Bearing and get some fucking views for once, dude.
They just want to turn up to a comment section where people are saying the same shit as them so they can sit there and go, oh, I was going to say that. Let me suck your dick. That's how people are. No one has a personality anymore. It's all molded off something they saw which created their personality. And it's disgusting. And it's unfortunately the drama sector, whatever you want to call it, the drama area of this internet. So chat.
That bottle. Because
so whatever you want to call it, the drama area of this internet.
Because of like the background, because of the background he's got going on there with the whole cogs and shit, it makes it look like he's drinking piss. What if he is drinking piss? What if Cog is actually just drinking out of a piss bottle to, you know, as his beverage to replenish himself, replenish those electrolytes. Electrolytes out, electrolytes back in. He's recycling his electrolytes by drinking his fucking pee. What if that's what he's doing? He's just using that background as a clever ruse so you can't tell. You can't tell whether it's yellow or not. What if it's just the background making it look like that?
So chat, today is the deciding factor. If we hit 100 in this show, I cover the drama and keep covering drama on this.
What if? I mean, we already know they don't have a toilet, right? They shit outside, they shit in buckets. What if, because they don't have a toilet, right? They can't piss. Where do they piss? They just drink it. That's how they get rid of the pee. They don't pee in the buckets. The buckets are, that's only for like number 2. Number 1, they just pee in they recycle the pee.
Fucking channel.
Nothing is wasted. There's no waste is wasted in the Cog household.
Dang.
It's not really his house, it's Dan's house.
Oh, we could just talk
Well, it's not really Dan's house either. It's really the government's house, but you guys.
Anything else, obviously. How sick am I today, right? And I'm very ill today. How do I do this?
He'd be sicker, but thankfully, because he drinks his own piss so often, he has a very strong immune system. The hentai virus would have taken him by now if it wasn't for that.
Okay.
He's actually doing it. He's actually taking his fucking temperature on stream. Why? Who asked for this?
That what it is.
Don't talk about Chrissy Mayer. Don't talk about fucking quartering. Don't talk about drama people want to hear. Take your temperature, bro.
I think it's busted. Oops, it's just bleeping at me. Okay.
Just drink piss and put a thermometer in your fucking mouth. Oh, see, he's never used it. That's how strong his immune system is. The secret to having a strong immune system is the shit in buckets and just drink your piss all day. Dead air. This is like... Come on, dude.
Is that bad? I don't think that's bad.
And then he'll wonder. Did he meet his goal today? Let me see. Just gonna go ahead real quick. Did he at least get $100 today? I'm gonna go all the way to the end. He had to.
You like Soros. If you want me to keep playing.
No, he did not. He only got $24. 2 hours. He streamed for 2 hours. They only gave him $24. And those first $5 was from a dude subbing for 2 years. Holy shit, dude. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, Cog. Wrap it up, dude.
Just game. Keep it in the rotation.
Just retire before the hentai virus takes you, dude. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead. Of course, he ends on Phil, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch this one little clip where he sees at Bering. So this was literally yesterday. Yesterday, he had the stream. Bering won't have a one-on-one conversation, and Kino can see clips fully felt it for ban evading. Both of these are wrong. Both of these are objectively wrong. The Kino Casinos clip was fully felted. That is true. That is half true. They won't get the channel back, but they now have the opportunity to make new channels. So they aren't really fully felted. They can do the shit again. Really, it's Jeremy who was felted in the long run because his plan basically ultimately, they got more viewership. Flake still got his money. He got they're big on Rumble now, right? And now they can make new channels again. So he really got nothing in the long run. It was 100% short-term Pyrrhic victory that was just a catastrophic strategic defeat. And Barry won't have a one-on-one conversation with me again. Okay, we go back to this. I have agreed, you know my terms. That's him agreeing to the terms of the fucking one-on-one stream debate or whatever. And here's Bearing saying again, reiterating, no joke, let's do it. Come on, Cog. Make some content happen. Anyway, this is us watching him seethe.
Apparently, I've just looked at my phone, and Bearing is seething on Twitter about me still. Like, I'm just playing a game. It was me playing.
Everybody else is always seething. And here's the thing, right? When he says that somebody is seething, they could literally just be chilling like villains. They could just be having a cool time, just mocking him. If you talk about Cog, period, he automatically assumes you must be seething at him. You have to be angry as fuck. You're mad. You're red in the face. You're punching walls just thinking about him, yelling his name into the clouds and whatnot. That's what Cog believes. He's just making fun of him. Bearing was just making fun of him and calling him out. And he acts like he's this big tough guy while he's ducking.
All along, well, yeah, it was my plan. It was my plan for you to...
Yes, he did block me. He blocked, this guy blocked me right here. In fact, let me go. Let me show you. I'm blocked. Oh, he's live soon. Oh, he's live right now on YouTube.
Why would I be? They're just retards on the internet. Gosh. Cog, do you want a passport? I do. This is all a perfect reminder that there are no true friends online. I mean, it's not even friends. I just thought I'd be able to have a conversation with, you know, one of the people I've worked with in the past. You'd think,
worked with, that, right? Bro, you were in one video. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, it's just like the quartering mentality where it's like, I did you a favor. This isn't even like that because it's not even, he hasn't even done Bearing a favor. Bearing was doing him a favor by even like doing any content with Cog, because Cog wasn't breaking any fucking viewers.
Do an actual video because you thought you were in the, you know, the clear space of Cog's blocked me. You do this with everyone that's blocked you. You've been doing this for 10 years.
God forbid this motherfucker get a passport.
Years, Bearing.
I don't want him coming to my country. No, please.
What did you do? You did a video on me? You did a 12-minute video, which again, I guess that corrects because obviously you need to hit 10 minutes to get your fucking adverts, right? Come on. Don't be seasoned about...
Jeremy ended his 2-hour second stream after 58 minutes. Well, you know, his members are getting their money's worth, aren't they?
Me now on Twitter. Don't be a spaz. It's a one-on-one conversation. Don't act like you're not scared. Come on. Come on. One second, this is so funny. Pretty sad. He's
hey, Mikey, I've been on chat several times. Now you need to pledge allegiance and have me on your live streams.
Upset with me on the internet.
You're right. I owe you my whole career, bro.
Not right now. Anyone would...
You've been here. You've been a day one. I really owe this shit. Really, I should give you all of the money I've made off YouTube and Kick.
Think if I was dominated and a massive lolcow to Bearing, he could stand a one-on-one conversation with me, right? I mean, he's only going to decimate me with how funny it is to laugh at me. No, he's terrified of a one-on-one conversation. And I'm not the only person who's known Bearing for over 10 years and knows full well how sad and depressing it is to see how far he's fallen to the point where he'll literally sit there sucking Andy Warski's cock to everyone who wants to pay attention. It's pretty hilarious, but it's what you got to expect from it. Yeah.
What is sucking Andy Warski's cock? Like, he asks, like, man, oh my God, Andy, bro, like, your dick is so big, bro. Like, you're so awesome, dude. You're so funny, man. Like, you're really big, bro, for real. You're one of the funniest, most talented niggas on fucking the internet, really, like, in general, to ever live. Like, one of the greatest. Nobody's doing that. Everybody was just trashing Jeremy because he was being dumb, right? And they took the Kino Casino's side because deplatforming is gay. It's gay, dude. It would have been gay regardless of who they did it against, right? It's like there are people, I don't know, like I don't really fuck with the people who try and deplatform fucking Hassan or deplatform Destiny. And I hate both of those niggas, but that doesn't mean like deplatform Nick Fuentes. If Neil Mahan were to, for some reason, decide to let Nick Fuentes back on YouTube, I would say, well, okay. He should be allowed to just like have a platform and practice freedom of speech like all Americans can, provided he just like obey the rules. And the rules of YouTube are gay because for years they've just been arbitrarily banning people anyway. We aren't muted. We are not muted. This is the content, bro. Did he make the goal? Did he make the goal this time? Let me see. Let's see. Did he make the goal this time at least? 20. He made $4 less. $4 less, bro. $4 less. There are times. This goal right here, $100. He's lucky to make $100 a week off this streaming shit, right? Look, in the game, he has over $900. He probably has never had this much money in his bank account. Over $985. He's never had this much money in his bank account. Not in years. He probably can't even fucking remember, dude. I forgot where I was. Hold on, let me look real quick. Let me look real quick. There we go. No, it's not there. There. There we go. Here we go.
I'm not the only person who's known Bearing for over 10 years and knows full well how sad and depressing it is to see how far he's fallen to the point where he'll literally sit there sucking Andy Warski's cock. To everyone who wants to pay attention, it's pretty hilarious. But
wait. What did you just say?
Andy Warski's cock. He's fallen to the point where he'll literally sit there sucking Andy Warski's cock.
Wait. You did not just say cock. That's not what you said. What did you just say, cock?
To the point where he'll literally sit there sucking Andy Warski's cock.
What type of Freudian slip was that? Sucking Andy Warski's cock? Oh, I think we understand another reason. I think there's a secret reason here. Why jobless Johnny decided to take the quartering side in this whole drama. I think we just found another reason there. What type of Freudian slip was that?
To the point where he'll literally sit there sucking Andy Warski's cock.
Andy Warski's cuck. Well, I don't know if Warski has a cuck. Maybe he does. But that's very strange. It's very strange slip up there. I think you just told on yourself a little bit, buddy.
Act like a prick about it, but right now he's on this whole I'm just going to say things because it'll get laughs off the retards. And I'm like, that's fine, Bearing. But you know you can't have a conversation about this.
God forbid he make some content.
Every single joke that everyone's ever said. Like, I'm literally starting in Bum Simulator right now. We don't care.
Medicare Manbot's always in chat. What do you mean?
About the whole, oh, you poop in a bucket.
That's Cog's #1 shooter. That's his biggest fan, for real.
Like, we've literally embraced these jokes, Bearing. So to sit there and act like we can't do banter, that's one thing. But it's like, and I've said this today as well, when people are going to sit there and call you a pedophile, I didn't see you embracing the joke, Bearing. I didn't see you go, oh, everyone said that, you know, Sugar Tits was 15 when we got together. They're calling me a pedophile, and then suddenly embrace it and make your entire thing about being a pedophile, which apparently is, that's like everyone's retarded critique right now. Why can't you embrace the banter? Well, it's not really banter when everyone's literally calling you a pedophile based on nothing. It's insane.
Who would do that? Who would call somebody a pedophile based on nothing? Certainly not you. You would have only the greatest receipts when you call somebody a pedophile without any evidence.
Holy shit, if you do happen to cover some drama, have a look at Stuttering Craig's videos about Jeremy being exposed in 4K. His conclusion makes no sense. He shows proof of Andy just lying and ignoring it. Oh yeah. It's bad. Trust me, we're going through Andy's stuff today because Andy has literally posted out that the entire Kino Casino, get this right, the Kino Casino Clips channel.
I had a single interaction with Manbot on Twitter and he instantly fired up a stream supposedly expecting me to do an IBS with him.
Apparently, which this isn't possible for them.
You know, I'll tell you that. Manbot sounds like Manbot is more of a man, ironically, because he pretended to be a woman, than Cog, because Cog would never have that degree of smoke with anybody.
To do, but
Cog would run away. The only person who Cog is confident with to like face on stream is Ralph. which I don't understand because the last time they got together on stream to like hash it out, I felt like Ralph came off like looking better. Slightly.
They've taken legal action to go for Jeremy's YouTube representative specifically, which isn't a thing, right? Legally isn't a thing, right? But this has led to them realizing there was a mistake.
What?
Legally, his YouTube representative specifically, which action to go for Jeremy's YouTube representative specifically, which isn't a thing, right? Legally isn't a thing, right?
Wait, you mean YouTube reps? I mean, of course you wouldn't know what a YouTube rep is because you've never had that many subscribers before, right? Like you get the YouTube rep after a certain amount of subscribers. You wouldn't know anything about that. They do exist.
But this has led to them realizing there was a mistake. Get this, right? But instead of reinstating their YouTube channel, which would happen if it was a mistake, if you hadn't been banned for ban evading, they were banned for ban evasion. So now they're going to create a new channel. Here's the clincher. They can't do it until next year. They can't do it until it's been over a year because they have to go into their dashboard. And YouTube does have a new policy they brought in last year for anyone that's been banned. If you have a year of not being banned, that you can now. It's a new policy. They do this all the time. They've done loads of updates. So last year, if they got banned this year, which they have to wait till next year. And then they can apply to have a brand new channel, none of their old content brought back, but they can start to try and get monetized and they can be allowed back into, and that's if they're allowed next year. Okay? They could, what they're saying they're going to do.
What is Blood talking about? Like, what is he yapping about, dude?
Is create a brand new channel, which they don't need to do.
All this, like, look, if they were ban evading, they wouldn't be able to do this, period. Like, what do you mean?
Need to do. They should still be able to log into their banned account, and on the actual studio thing, it'll give them a second to be able to do that. They're going on like this is just something that's gone, and I'm like,
this is the type of guy. This is the reason why he argues with AI all day. Why he argues for hours with Grok, trying to get the AI to like, look, dude, the AI can only tell you pre-existing information. So if you saying shit that's subjectively wrong, then Grok is going to be like, well, no, I can't verify that. I'm sorry.
So
what you're saying makes no sense. It's not factually accurate, Jobless Johnny. I'm sorry.
Just going to be ban evading. You can wait till next year, but they're not going to. And because they're not going to, it's literally ban evasion again, because he's already banned. And obviously the case has been closed as you are banned. Your channel is banned. So I'm sure they're going to create a new Kino Casino Clips channel, which is again ban evading. And then when they get hit again, they're going to cry fucking victim again. Like it's just going to be, I guess this is just a yearly thing now. It's just sad. And you'll see a bunch of people like Bearing go, oh mate, he was terminated for like no reason. It's just, dude.
Australia basically has no defamation protection. Saying shit without verifying it is often enough to fuck someone in court. Just saying. Is he trying to suggest that Cog should sue Bearing? Is that what he's trying to do? Is he trying to suggest that Cog of all people should Carl Yops Max and try and take Bearing to Australian court? Like, come on, dude. Do you even think Cog has anywhere close to enough money to pull some shit like that off?
That's not true, Baron. Don't be stupid. You know it's bullshit, the stuff they come out with, right? It's so funny how people used to understand that. It's like, oh, when you went on Kino Casino, I went on there and made up a load of bullshit about how I met Dan in a bar. I made that up. You know why?
I thought you said you only tell the truth. I thought you said it was everybody else who lies.
Kino Casino is made up shit. And then people stopped recognizing that. It's really funny. It's really funny. Ugh.
Didn't Ralph get caught? Yes, Ralph did get Cog's brother on. He got two of Cog's brothers on, Michael and Paul, and he got one brother on there twice. And all three times the brothers appeared on Ralph's show, they all said, yes, Cog did sleep with a girl who's underage, and he got her drunk.
But again, I find it funny laughing at the retards who believe that it's real, whereas Kino Casino's entire audience is a bunch of retards who believe it's real. Their whole shtick is to pretend to be the retard because they know what they're saying is bollocks. And then when you say, so I'm just pointing out retards on the internet, which you used to do, Bearing, but you've jumped straight in with that retard fucking crowd. That like, oh, I'm just pretending to be a retard, mate. It's weird. It's weird, but it's funny. Gosh.
Yeah, so that's just, you know, that was the Cope session. of Cog. Exodus, thank you for the $5. Ain't saying Sydney is lying, but her backtracking of her passionate DM 20 minutes after she posted it on stream with Camelot is questionable, which is why, again, I don't know, you gotta be able to discern shit. You can't just take everything that people say at, you can't just take everything people say as just, truthfulness. You gotta make sure, you gotta clarify it. You gotta run it through some other shit in order to, to make sure everything is right. So that was Cog seething, overbearing, over the casino, over life in general, over his brothers saying that he is a pedophile. Somebody in chat said, summarize the Bearing drama for me. Bearing made fun of Cog because Cog kept seething for him and trying to get his attention. And then Cog, after receiving the attention he so desperately craved, cried about it, right? And Bearing made fun of him some more. And then Cog started arguing with Grok about whether or not he was a pedophile. And Grok could not say that it was factually accurate that the allegations against Cog being a pedophile were not 100% invalid. And that made him very mad. And then eventually Bearing was like, okay, hey man, let's go get on a stream together. And then Cog is like, he doesn't really want to go on a stream together. And Bearing is like, no, I do. And then he's like, Bearing won't have a one-on-one conversation. So, he's just ducking Bearing. He's live right now, for anyone who's interested. He's talking about Bearing again.
Internet bans.
What's weird about this claim from Andy is that he definitely knows that's not what
he's watching the old video.
Op was about, as he explained himself back in 2018.
So basically what they're doing is...
That old Tonka Saw video, trying to claim that Worski was a pedophile, right?
They're coaching.
That Jim apparently debunked and that everybody says is just a gay op and not true. But he claims, he swears to God, this is the video he sent Bearing. And he's like, Bearing, this is real. This proves without a shadow of a doubt. And Bearing was like, So I don't know, Cog. Cog has 30 viewers. Yes, he does have 30 viewers right now. He has 30 viewers over there. It's 1/5 of the video viewers I have on Kick. I think so. Oh no, I'm way underselling myself. I have way more viewers than that on Kick. Over 122. Anyway, that was it. I'm not going to waste you guys' time with any more Cog. This video is going in a playlist. Whoa. Oh no, never mind. Video coming. Either the end of this... Wait, what day is it? Okay, so either the end of this week or early next week. New video incoming. And we'll do another stream. We might do some other shit about Cog, right? I got one good stream where Cog is seething like crazy about his family that recently got posted on Kiwi Farms that I want to share with you guys. And I would like to go through that with you guys. We can actually milk Cog. Cog can provide us some content for the first time in a very, very long time. He can. 28 A-logs, of course, right? Manicure Manbot just made a bunch of bot accounts. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure, thank you for $5. I remember Podawful once described Cog as British Mersh. That's very, yeah, basically. That's basically it. That's basically what he is. It's actually putting him too high on a pedestal. I would say that Mersh has provided more Kino on rare times than Cog has. Cog has basically done nothing. He's provided no content. He actively avoids providing us content. Anyway, thanks for showing up, you guys. I'll see you later. See ya.